If you took me wrong to be a handful.
Nah.
You definitely got a wild take.
Yeah, that's selling you.
No, I don't care about you like Oliver.
Yeah, that's selling you.
Like you like Oliver, but I don't understand.
Again,
I feel like that was the most.
enough for me to care one way or the
I
other.
feel like what Oliver did is the most realistic rendition of a child born with powers and just like, bro, I don't know what the fuck.
I disagree.
And the difference because he grew up also seeing that his brother already had him. So he's like, bro, I got him too now. So I've been already seeing you on TV. I'm just trying to do the same shit you was on.
I'm more astonished that you have this much of an opinion on him.
Yes.
Like you really hate the nigga.
I was annoyed every time he popped up on the screen.
Like the only thing that got me, I thought like could it happen right after he had this moment when he killed Fam and them, that when Fam went to the future, I thought it was Oliver.
Oh, that'd been interesting.
Like I thought it was, when he went to the future, I thought
that would have made him a better character. Shit, I'd rather it would have been him in the future. I ain't gonna hold you.
Right. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was like
we did not need Oliver this season. Oliver was the worst part of this season.
That's a wild take. I think it was a really great. I think he really played his part.
Yeah,
I think he added to the chaos with so much other shit going on because this little nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it was unnecessary.
You want this nigga to sit still? You can't have a superhero baby sitting still.
He shouldn't have been in the show.
Oh, now you saying he shouldn't even. Now you saying this nigga shouldn't even been fucking on Alien.
I did not like the Oliver character even when he was first introduced. I never liked it, Oliver. This solidified why I didn't like him.
Oh, I never heard you ever make a statement about you not.
Because we never talked about him. But now he's so prominent in this damn season. Yeah,
you bad going forward.
I know he's gonna be more prominent. And I'm a root for his downfall every time I see him.
Why? I definitely want you to take on why do you want? Because I mean, your irritation is just. Because his irritation is just childlike. It's not necessarily like this nigga definitely got to grow.
But I disagree with your childlike take on it.
But he has to grow up anyway. Like he literally act like they said he
got to grow up. But I still disagree with it.
Like, because my thing, I feel like you should be just as mad at Invincible. When he first started the first season,
first season I was, but he wasn't as boneheaded as Oliver was.
That's because Oliver got it earlier though.
Either way it goes, it doesn't. I still don't like it.
It's such an ugly, nasty take. Yeah, we don't gotta talk. I don't want to talk about it because it's really just a going against the grain kind of.
It's not going against the grain. How come
I didn't say. I
like the character.
I know. Your opinion. Yeah, because you don't, like I said, because you don't have a legitimate reason.
I just told y'all he's causing unnecessary trauma for no reason. He's not listening, and you say it's a child. Like, no, we've seen child superheroes in multiple platforms that did not act like Oliver. But Oliver is trash as a character, bro.
Can you at least horribly written? Can you at least accept that he hasn't been trained? Everybody you trying to compare this nigga to has been trained.
I can accept that he hasn't been trained, but he was still horribly written as a character.
So is he horribly written because he wasn't trained?
No,
because he's doing dumb shit because he wasn't trained.
We've seen child characters who weren't trained before and had to get trained on the job with their powers and good.
I've seen them do some wild shit.
Not like this, bro. Not like this. This was ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
I feel like he also had 2 bodies on his belt, so he's like, cuz, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I felt. If I'm a child, I got 2 bodies on me, dog, so I'm about to be on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think.
Are we waiting until exactly 3 to start?
I mean, I thought you ain't never. Are we doing the soft live like to get people in?
That's what I already did.
Oh,
but I'm saying we already started talking Invincible and stuff. So I'm like,
oh no, we can stop talking Invincible. Because I mean, I feel like we really want to talk Invincible. We just talking about one subject about a character. Apparently,
hopefully,
produces a character flaw. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's disdain for the writtenness of that character.
Like, unfortunately, it's a character flaw. But I mean, but I'm not. We don't got to talk about Invincible just yet. We getting some people up in here. That shit. I'm salty though, because it's definitely. I've been playing this game. I've been finally into the Gungeon. Finally became, and I actually like. I always love me a good. What they call those. Like Hades and all them. What you call those games?
I'm sorry, I missed the first part of it. Like,
what's you call it?
Like Hades.
What are those games called? Roguelites. Yeah. I just started because they just added it free on Xbox. Another one called Into the Gungeon.
Gungeon?
Yes, bro. I love that game so much. I'm so mad it's not online.
Is it like a dungeon full of guns?
Yes, it's like it's like everything in there, like everything you fighting, everything is all gun related. Like, but it's like it's a roguelike, so it's like you got 4 people you can go through and keep going in. But I hate because it's only a couch co-op game. Like you can play a solo or couch co-op. That's it. Like it's no online to it.
Oh shit, this game old as a bitch.
It is, bro. And I never knew. I'm like, this shit cold. It was actually like there was a arcade at the Anime Milwaukee. Like they had a first person shooter.
Is that what made you go jump back into it?
No, when I saw it I never played it. When I saw it at the arcade, I'm like, oh shit, this is free on Xbox. Well,
So
Xbox,
that's
Xbox is a
like
different
That
game.
seems to be the issue.
What happened? It just did it again?
What's the wattage on the actual? Not on that. On the yeah.
Oh, it is a difference in the.
Because the one I saw here, the wattage was different.
So it's fixed now, or
No.
Oh,
Do it say it on there? Where'd you see it on the cord?
It's like right on this part. So like this one is 10 amps, 120 volts. Or is that 1.25? Either way, that. So the one that came with it was 5.
Oh, so you've been over, yeah. So that's really a cord for that amount of power for that camera.
But still. Oh, they moved the car. Everybody else moved their car. They got the deal.
Your car and 2 other cars. I'm pulling up.
Yeah, because everybody was parked up that far. So as people was leaving, they probably parking normal now that the snow is melting. But it's that niggas gonna have to deal.
Niggas gonna have to deal.
Like I wasn't coming back to check. When I got here, everybody was parking like I was.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell. You ain't alone. That was a trip. Yeah, showing out.
that's why I was surprised you popped up.
I told the nigga.
We
I told
assumed
the
that
nigga
you was a go show.
wouldn't have been no way. Wouldn't have been no way, fam.
We assumed you was a go show.
You came in at 12, right?
I for sure would have been at home.
You gonna see that shit backfire with somebody else? Like, well, I ain't showing me there, nigga. Like,
It's 6. I still ain't come. Yesterday.
man, tired, jet lag, man. Jet lag, man.
Whole day of rest. Fuck that.
All right, let me know when niggas is ready. We can go ahead and get. Well, what we got to figure out still about the camera, right?
Yeah, we still testing the camera, I guess now. Well, I mean, because now at this point, it will be just trying to dig through a whole bunch of boxes trying to find a 5.5 cord.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
So it's just a double prong cord?
It's like it's the but you gotta look at the back. You gotta look at the
So what's the wattage?
a 5. He said. So that's why I've been overheating.
Right, because I was telling them last night, I was streaming for 5 hours, so I know it's not anything.
But that's what I'm saying. But and that makes more sense though.
Mhm.
That makes exactly more sense. And I think, huh? We missed it. You missed it already. We're done now. This time, like I said, I was trying to. That's why I said in the message they're trying to get early. Everybody said they wouldn't go stay late, so I said, "Well, everybody try to get early." That's why I asked you to try to bring your shirt. But you never replied, so we just all got here. I didn't ever see a reply in there.
I said I was gonna look for it. I was gonna, yeah.
Oh, but I mean, we had to bring everything in. We said we actually had photos. Like we took everything. We did it out the wall.
2.5 should work, right, Dave?
Oh, but you wearing the shirt anyway.
No, I'm just wearing the shirt now because I just needed another shirt to wear for the podcast. But it was for you to say. It was for in the shoot.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because now they all are wearing the black and white shirt that I have wore. So I'm just wearing the red shirt now.
Oh, I could have changed back to my other shirt. I just
No, you fine. That's what I'm saying.
Well, nigga, I got the original anyway. So don't matter.
Look at us. You definitely got the original on. We still red and black today, pretty much, and white.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, we live. I don't need you. I don't need you throwing that out there.
I definitely don't want people to hear that.
You said we are live.
Say more.
What other ones going back to the PlayStation?
I don't know what the amps are those on. That's literally the only thing. It just needs to have the right amp.
So I mean, the same thing. You have to. I mean, I feel like those would be a stronger amp though. That 2.5, you said it didn't work.
It's 3-prong.
I mean, that's all the 3-prong even on the. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say that don't matter. Yeah, I don't care if it's 3-prong.
What do you see the wattage at?
Right on the What you done want you up a honey bun? This.
I have a honey bun in there. Because you don't eat food. Wait, what? Cooked meal. Wait, what? You don't eat cooked meals.
You said this nigga don't eat no
How
junk
did we
food?
get that from the honey bun?
Because I've
though?
never seen him eat nothing.
Oh, that
And he
nigga
always
eat some.
say, I
That
don't-
needs to be in here eating some bullshit. He probably like he said he ain't did it in a while.
I gotta be bullshit.
Yeah, that nigga used to have a, that nigga used to
eat rap snacks.
that nigga used to have a bag of a gas station special up there, like boy, a gas station special bag, nigga, like all kind of the shit in there. Like you think you would do a Back in the Future, nigga, like
Back to the Future. It's
Yeah, that's
crazy.
probably it. Y'all never see you with like a meal from like, oh man, I stopped and got this. Like, nope. Way home.
Well, yeah, I usually get it on the way home.
that nigga have here. That needs to be in here all kind of the honey buns.
Speaking of meal, did y'all enjoy the burgers?
You made them or something?
Yeah. I was the one on the grill
What?
yesterday.
What you just put them on? What they was?
No,
Did you add something too? You seasoned them or
They
something?
was smoked.
They was smoked burgers.
Yeah.
What's the
Smoked and then you
Smoked the burgers?
Quick sear.
cook the grill up afterwards to sear it. Cause I was already smoking my lamb, so I was like, everything else gonna have to again.
Smoking lamb.
I was there to make
Smoking.
my lamb. So
Smoking. How long did that take to smoke some lamb?
'cause they
A
was
leg or
They were
shanks?
shanked, so it probably took about.
So is it on now?
it's
Yeah,
on.
it's on, but I don't know how long it's gonna last.
That's
Alright.
what is that? Which one is that using? What app is
The one
that?
from the PlayStation.
PlayStation. Ain't no app on there.
I feel like that's definitely. I feel like that is like a 10.
That's we're just gonna have to go.
But I mean, you said 2.5 was a okay. Hold on.
I just know
can't
I
I
need to
find
bring
that?
it next podcast.
Hold on. Give me a
At least
second.
we got that figured
Oh,
out.
there we
though.
go.
And that makes sense.
Yeah.
1 sec.
Especially once you said that you was streaming for 5 hours. Like, bro.
Yeah, that don't make no goddamn sense at all.
Hey, what? Like what? That don't make
And look at dead face like I was streaming for 5. Like, bro.
That's why I didn't check anything else. 'Cause I was like, I streamed 3 times since the last podcast, and each time both the first 2 was like a couple hours. I was like, okay, that's the podcast one. We should be fine.
we should be
Then
good.
yesterday when I did it, like I said, once I finished, I was like, I ain't had no issues. All right, this is clearly fine. Anything else fucking.
I ain't have no issues. This is clear. I mean, that makes sense though. Like I said, that was definitely a quick deduction though. Cause it's like I'm like, bro, you gotta be doing something between what you telling me you doing all night stream. Like, cause something's wrong here. All right, hands free.
Hey. It's like, oh, I don't need this part of the cord. I can just leave it here.
I
Which is crazy.
was like, this is the same cable.
Which is crazy because I mean that's because
I
you
had
did.
one at home. I looked at it, I was like, this is the same damn cable.
And that's like I said,
I brought this one.
you found that fine print. Like I never knew about looking at that shit in that motherfucker. Like I didn't know that was the You probably been fucking that damn little battery brick up, nigga. Fucking that brick up, put that damn cord in there.
The fuck out.
Brick don't know what's going on. He keeps sticking it out there. Goddamn cord in it. Yeah. You know I be looking at. I always look at shit like sales at work. Them niggas in there like keep sticking it out. Hot ass cord up in here, dog.
They probably be worried every other time. Like, all right, we good this time. We good.
Like, dog, no, y'all not fair. This nigga acting up again. Get a week break. You know what I'm saying? Because you done had that bitch at home all day long. Come back like, dog, we juicing again. All right. I'm good now, fam. You good? You still?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm waiting for y'all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we could go.
All right.
On 3, 1, 2.
All right. Welcome back to the Geekset podcast, only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces. With me, I got my man Bacardi Sensei in the building.
What is good, everybody? How are we doing today?
We are doing great, man. I got Didge in the building.
What is happening, people? What is happening, people?
Yeah, we got what?
If it do. Oh, continue.
Oh, we got Trip in the building,
What's going on, everybody?
and we got King got the shot.
What it do, everybody? What it do?
That nigga Trip, man, showing that dedication today, man. Trip,
Man, Trip came in
fresh off the vacation.
hot off the boat. Nigga.
Saw him on the 360 camera. You know, I still have not been on a 360 camera. I feel like it's so simple, but I've not yet
You
been
can go
part.
to
Every time.
the family had one.
Woo, I wasn't there.
I
God
also
damn.
only there to help set up. And I left. But
Yeah.
I got in. Got
It's
Oh, you did what?
It's the most simple thing, and I want it so bad.
That's why I
360 video.
I showed
That's the
up
whole
strictly
vibe.
to set up the 360 camera because they needed
Yeah.
an extra. Because I didn't know when you rent those, you have to have a camera.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you have to like. And I'm sure there's some like you pay more.
I thought they use a phone.
They usually do use the phone.
But it's like you have that's somebody's. It's not like somebody can ring it. So it's like you have to have a camera set up or you have to have somebody's phone.
Or you
somebody
gotta
have that data plan going crazy.
Or you can use your own phone. Everybody put
I'm saying, like, you in my business now. I got all y'all shit in my phone. Like,
I don't remember what it was for, but they was renting it, and my dad called me. He was, hey, come help me set this up. I showed up, did that. I did a couple test shots with it. It was me. And I was like, y'all have fun.
Nah, I would just have it set up and say, hey, if you want your video, you got to plug up your phone.
No, because you had to have an app. Well, like the one that they was using, you had to have an app. So
hey, download the app if you want it.
That's a lot to make everybody. Dude, you crazy. Like that's such a bogus thing to do to people. To be like, oh, you want a picture? Oh, download.
Don't them things cost a pretty penny?
Theme parks do it all the time though. Theme parks make you download they app.
Yeah.
To take this picture.
So that tells you how long it's been since I got a picture from a theme park. I thought you should pay for it at the end.
I went to a haunted house. They did that. No, I'm talking. I went to a haunted house where they download the app and get the picture. Because what they do, they take your number and they send you the link. And you download from the link. Sometimes it don't be an app though. It might just take you to.
Sometimes it's a link.
Yeah.
Y'all buying pictures?
I still buy pictures. I look at that. Listen here. Listen, I look at that preview screenshot, put it in Photoshop, do the little AI, remove the watermark. Boom, I got a full digital. Listen here, I know the inner workings.
You out here sticking it to the little guys. You out here using AI to stick it to the little guys. I'm gonna take all y'all shit off with AI, and it's my picture now, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Charge like $40 for a picture at a theme park. Like,
it's
bro,
a business, man.
And that's not and you calling the theme park the little guys is kind of wild. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Theme park, you might. I get it, Great America, not the little guys, but you know.
Like if it was like a church carnival, maybe I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, you will.
We're in Florida. Like, you
gonna still look at that price like, ooh, at the church carnival.
What's the one that's?
Bro, honestly, I've never been to none of them.
The
little ones.
Never been to what?
I've never been to the little ones, like the Little
like
America.
I think it's called Road America.
No, I've never been to either.
Little America.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Bro,
Ain't that like in
It's like up north somewhere, like up by Green Bay.
Yeah, like I said, it's in Wisconsin. It's in Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah, Road America is a
Road.
racing track.
Have y'all niggas ever been to the Derby?
Ooh.
Like actual, like a car, like you said, car racing. Have y'all ever been to like a actual
racing derby,
like a racing
racetrack?
Racetrack?
I've been to the horse races.
I did a horse race.
Yeah, I've been to.
I've never been to a
race that they had at State Fair.
Like an F1,
at the track,
like an F1 race.
Nah, not F1.
That's what I'm talking about.
I watched F1 last night. Like I watched the Australia
Not
Grand
all of
Prix.
it's F1, right?
I have no clue.
F1's like the one like Ferrari, like you had like they primarily. I think they got one in Miami and Vegas now, but those are primarily like in Europe and Asia.
Yeah, it's like the street race, but it's like open wheel race, not
because
it's not like you're not going around the circle like in NASCAR.
Because the reason why I asked is that, like, like lately, like over the past 5 years, it's been like a lot of black folks been doing rodeos a lot more. Like that's been the wave. Like you've been seeing baddies at rodeos and everything like that. That's
also just because we from the north.
No, I know that, but I'm saying is black folks going to racing. That's where I'm leading to.
No, like it's the same thing. I think that's because we from the north, and now people are posting it on social media. Because if you look at some of those rodeos, like especially one of the ones I saw, that shit said 125 years. That's not a new. That's
they've been there for years.
It was like the 125th black rodeo. So I think it's like these are traditions.
Yeah, when you got think you in Texas and all that, fam.
I get that, but I'm just saying we've been seeing a lot lately. But I'm saying, is there a pocket of black folks doing?
It is. No, I think
you talking about the pocket black folks doing the race car stuff?
Yeah, the race car stuff.
I think black folks been doing NASCAR for a minute. They just don't do the race.
The F1.
You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't seen a non-European. Like I watched it when I watched it last night.
You
the two winners
for watching it.
Hey, F1 is fire. Hold on.
I can't.
Because that's the circle though, right? F1's the circle.
Well,
and you was like,
I knew it was on. Like I said, I was streaming, and so I had it recording. And then when I finished streaming, I was like, all right, I can either watch the recording or I can just catch. It was like the last 20 laps. I was like, oh, this is perfect. That's enough.
So you're not even true to it.
Because you just talking about the circle. They just go to the circle. NASCAR, okay.
You a dabbler? No, I mean, I can still go back and watch the full run. I have it recorded still, but I was like, I want.
But are you though?
Do you know the racers?
Yeah, Lando Norris won. All the rookies got taken out. rough yesterday.
Wait, this I guess there is
first
rookie.
year on circuit.
Okay,
They
okay.
got taken out rough yesterday.
How do you get taken out? Is just you just don't make it across the?
No, it was
They got
crash.
crashed. Like you just don't make it. Like
No, so it was raining.
oh, the raining race. So hold on, we're go back because you said NASCAR at the circle. So what's F1? What track is that?
So that's like when you like the Daytona 500.
What I'm saying, but F1, what is that track?
F1. So the Australian Grand Prix. I don't remember what city it's in, but you essentially like. Have you seen the Vegas one where they cut off the streets in Vegas?
Oh, so the
And they
F1s is
go
when they in the
around.
streets. So
I didn't even know they
so like
did
that's
that.
like the Iron Man C, Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
That was F1.
That was F1?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Wasn't he on a racetrack?
I thought it was
No,
on-
they were like a street track.
It was a street track.
Just blocked off.
Like they had moments it was
Yeah.
blocked up, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because that's when
And they were out the country, like I said,
When Fam
I
had
think there was like
with the whips.
Because you know,
Yeah.
so this is what's crazy. My only reference to car racing is 3 movies.
Boy.
Talladega Nights.
That's NASCAR.
It's Cars,
NASCAR base.
and then Final Destination.
I don't remember that.
The one
That was
Which
NASCAR too.
Which one was that?
That was NASCAR.
So those are my only 3 references. I don't know much about racing.
Driver with Sylvester Stallone and Chris Hemsworth.
Watched it once.
I don't
Didn't pay
think I've
attention
ever
to it.
seen
Yeah. Didn't really pay attention to it like that. Yeah.
Like I would watch F1, like F1,
So,
because I get that.
to be fair,
Because F1 is dangerous.
Yeah, to be fair.
Like-
Wait, they are dangerous? You don't think
No.
NASCAR dangerous?
But I mean, because you on the streets.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
if you paid a good amount of money, you can see that nigga go right past you or right in you, nigga.
One is
like-
crazy because those turns are much more. Because obviously NASCAR it's a circuit.
Yeah.
So like some of these turns in F1 are just insane because you like.
Yeah, you really got to slow all the way down.
And so I'm still very much a newer F1 viewer, but if you are interested in it at all, watch the Drive to Success documentary on Netflix. That's how I got into it.
Okay.
Oh,
What
okay.
they do is after the season, it basically tells the story of that season.
Okay,
There
like
are some people who they just follow that, so they're like, I'm not gonna watch the race because it's gonna spoil the documentary at the end of the season. I want to see that. So like you kind of know who won, but all the inner workings of it. When I watched that, I was like, oh, this is really interesting because it's like the stuff that they are doing to these cars to like be able to run week on week. It's so insane.
But I'm like, that's like, dude, how do you do a F1 if you know that this is gonna be your training or your track? How do you practice for that? Like, if it's a public
I'm
street,
sure they built.
They probably just got to build it
I'm
with
sure they're building tracks that have that.
roadblocks,
And you can-
like not like build like just you be on the air. Probably like they think it like they got an airfield or
Yeah,
abandoned
you
airfield. You can build
it's
the
like if anything,
yeah.
It's a specialized training. So,
It's so-
that's
yeah.
definitely yeah.
It's a
That's a
mock-
lot of bread.
So it's a mock
That's a lot of
course.
bread.
It's a mock
That's a lot of
course.
bread,
But
bro.
you know what?
If you really want to watch it, go to watch Top Gear. Top Gear that be
Top
on,
Gear?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard of Top.
And
They got a track like that, and they really go into the sport.
do
I
they?
think they always have racers and
I was going to say
By the way,
with with technology, do you think that they doing more virtual too for training, or that's?
So that was what the Gran Turismo movie was about.
I know, yeah, I knew that, yeah.
And that was from a true story. Somebody
I didn't watch the movie, but I knew the story. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to watch it. I think
the
you watched it.
movie's
Yeah.
great. Basically the story with that one is I think it was Honda. It could be Nissan, but essentially one of the teams they put out basically a call for all of the best virtual drivers. So people who are playing Gran Turismo on whatever mode it is that gets it, basically simulation mode, and said we want to see if we can put you behind the wheel of a Formula One car and you actually do it. So they had the open net casting call. One of the dudes, he made it through, and he ended up actually winning some races.
Yeah.
So I guess theoretically, it's proven that
You can.
do
It can
this.
translate. Yeah.
But, he ain't one of the top niggas. So
Nah.
you got to do more.
But he
than
got
that.
in it, but he okay.
Real life experience can always
Of course. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. In gaming, how is y'all driving skills? Like, do you consider yourself a good driver in gaming?
In a video game driving?
In video gaming. In
Which game
gaming.
we talking?
Yeah, it depends
Just
on the
in general,
game.
like if you had to classify your overall, like
I mean, I don't-
level of driver. Mine's at like a 6.5.
okay.
Nigga, I'm definitely at a 9.
Damn.
Like I said, I've
Nine
been
driving?
Gran Torino niggas since day one. I had the steering wheel in middle school. Like that.
Oh,
was
yeah, he
the
a pro.
thing.
Right.
He a
When
pro.
I do Gran
If
Theft,
I-
I'm the driver.
So you know what? I never
If I
wanted
can't
the
put
wheel.
no
I
natural
never
boost in that
wanted the
bitch, I
wheel.
ain't driving it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm very much this car. I won't get hurt if this shit crashes.
So you just
They're like, if you tell me to drive a regular car like a regular nigga, no. I need some nitro boost. I need some power ups. I need to be able to shoot niggas in the car. I'm great at that. I can take some cars out. You know what I'm saying?
I say I'm slightly above average only because of GTA. Only because of, you know what I'm saying, me having to escape, me having to, with a mission or, you can't, destroy the car or whatever like that. So I'm slightly above average, but still, I'm not King's level. King is definitely.
Can you play Grand Theft Auto with a steering wheel?
No.
I was playing Gran Torino.
I know that, but I'm just saying that'd be crazy if you, because they got races. So I'm saying
but I think.
Well, you might be able to because they still got buttons. And
shit
on
this.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was built strictly for those racing games.
So they have some strictly for. They have some strictly for the racing games.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But maybe so.
That'd be cold. Some nigga out here cold.
You know what's crazy? I have the Switch, the Mario Kart steering wheel.
Yes, you can.
Right now.
You can use the steering wheel in Grand Theft Auto?
Yep.
I mean, I guess if they have buttons, it makes sense. It's probably just recognizing it as another.
A lot of people on Reddit say that they like when like the serious GTA 5, they like, look here, when we come down to racing, the ones that
because if I'm a GTA news, I'm like, this is my day of racing to just do whatever. Yeah. I'm about to put the wheel together and go crazy.
I know a couple of dudes, like I see their clips where that's what they do. They play with the steering wheel, to move.
Yes, they do. Yep, they do.
Their thing is, and even in other people's servers, when they drive, they use their steering wheel.
Yeah, and then they just play with the controller like that on the steering wheel. Yeah,
crazy though.
I mean, you gotta get used to it.
So you gotta think, to us, it'll be crazy. To somebody, to us, it's probably crazy. To somebody who's that's all they play, that's natural to them because they know where the L and the triggers, the X and everything is.
So
and if you're a gun runner or a drug dealer, I ain't gonna lie to you. I would prefer to have a steering wheel for those chases because a lot of it is getting on the highway, outrunning a person, and it's a lot easier when you got a steering wheel.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it is. Yeah. I never even before when the steering wheel first came out, like and it became a thing. That was never an attachment that I wanted. I never wanted the steering wheel attachment.
I told you, I did, but again,
I've had one, but
I was always like, I ain't like. I told you, this shit ain't gonna hurt me, so I've been taking risks.
Yeah, because I think we talked about this before. Like if I got the steering, like if I would want to be able to have a full cabinet. That's the only time that I like having the steering wheel. Like you know what I'm saying? That's the only time I would want it. So like when we go places that have it, like I always jump in one of the car racing ones because I do like the simulators or the joints because I do like that. But at the crib or just casual gaming, I need to be in it.
300. I was say you could build you one for like 400, but
no, that's just the steering.
I was gonna say the better ones is like 2,500.
I mean, because I know that they changed it now. Now they so remember it was just the wheel, and then they added the gas and the brake pedal, so that way you can have it on your desk and you put it there. And you can still get it.
Yeah, like the one I had a long time ago was pretty much the one that was like you put it on the desk with the wheel, and it had an extension down for the pedals, whatever. But I never enjoyed. Like I bought it. I don't even think I really bought it. I think I had got it cheaper, something like GameStop or something.
It don't come with the shit.
I didn't enjoy the racing games. Like I really I tried to get it to really invest in it, but I didn't really. I think because I was playing a lot of those, like you said, like the NASCAR, just doing laps over it. I'm like, bro, I want to play. If I'm gonna be using this, I want to really whip it to a neighbor. You know what I'm saying?
You want to swerve on that?
Yeah, I want to whip.
Because like back then, I feel like
don't be shaking your head, dude.
Yeah, like they like
and Gran Turismo and Burnout and stuff like that.
Burnout. Like I don't know if you needed a wheel for Burnout. Burnout was all about crashing into other people.
It depends on your mode because some of them they had that where you had to do takedown and all that shit.
Yeah.
But then some you really had to win the race. Like
they did have race.
I didn't play those modes.
Burnout is one of my favorite races. Like I said, if you want me to be the nigga, take it out, niggas. I'm cold. 9. Easy.
Burnout Revenge was my shit.
Like I'm on your hill.
I don't know, man.
I knew how to use the slip street and catch right up on your ass.
I'm trying to think. I think Driver may have been the last like pure just straight driving video game that I invested in.
Driver?
They got my first Gran Turismo was free on PlayStation.
I'll give it a shot. Because this thing, I never
like simulations.
Trying to find a good driving game. I was like, I want to get back into this. I've been trying to find a good driving game now that I can just dive into and like actually have fun. I just found myself.
The only one I really what you want to do though, like, cause like Forza was good for me for a minute because of just the different tracks, different cars and all that shit that was available. But again, I need sometimes to go back to a Burnout or
like to me, like
just destroy or
That's why I love the Need for Speeds, like the Hot Pursuits. Were like my favorite. Like those are like my favorite ones. Like, cause I mean, even if you just gonna be the cop, it's like, bro, you got a whole lane and like I'm about to just take niggas out, bro. Like So like Need for Speed was one of mine.
Hey, you're talking about you want to get back into racing games. It said a cheap wheel is better than having a controller.
A cheap wheel?
Even a cheap wheel is
Well,
better.
based off of what though?
The drift.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
If your controller got any drift in it, it's gonna make it because a lot of these games now are predicated on that.
Okay.
Yeah. So as long as your wheel, and they said you can get cheap wheels with force feedback. I guess that's the main thing you need to make sure you.
What is force feedback?
It might be a driving thing.
Okay. See, like I said, I'm not in this world. I don't know.
The consensus is if you can find you a cheap wheel with force feedback, that is so much better than any controller. Even if you got a pro controller.
Well, I gotta find a game I enjoy first before I want to invest. Before I invest before I be like, okay, now I want to get into the nitty gritty. I want to invest everything, and I'm sitting here with the force wheel like.
Been swerving in this bitch.
Oh shit! But
What's good,
Bo? So last weekend we did Anime Milwaukee.
We did.
Anime Milwaukee. How was y'all Anime Milwaukee, man?
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so he definitely went on me first. Pause. Pause. I said it. I didn't like the way it sounded when I said it. I didn't like it at all. No, I mean, I enjoyed it. I always enjoy it. And to me, Anime Milwaukee is our kickoff of convention season.
Yeah.
So, it's one of our smallest ones that I feel like that we actually attend. Even though this year was bigger because they actually expanded.
Yeah.
But I feel like it feels smaller because they expanded even more than me because of that. Like I feel like the main rooms that were always busy were going to be busy. But
right.
The floor itself didn't seem as active to me.
Oh, like the exhibit hall.
I feel like it was a lot more people. I think it was set up so that a lot more people were out.
Yeah.
In the panel areas, in the gaming area.
Yeah.
Like it was, to me, bigger.
But it was like, because no one really went to the other, like I said, there was like the other side of the Bear building that they had closed off last year was open. So it was panels and everything still over there too, that you just, no one even went over there.
That's the weird thing. Like I remember you were saying that, but when you would look at like the guide,
yeah,
everything felt like it was on that same.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like even when I went in to get my press pass, they was like, "Have you been up to the other side yet?" Like, you know, we got it bigger, but they felt weird about it too. And I'm like, yeah, everything kind of spread out. Now they like, yeah, you know, and I'm like, so it's like no one. I feel like they didn't know. Or they didn't know how to really guide people to tell everybody.
Because everybody got so used to the layout and the makeup of how it was, you know, in general. Like when you introduce the new, you got to have they probably would have had to put like one of their big panels over there to at least to get people over there and be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying?
Gaming over there.
Yeah.
That's what it didn't make sense to me because, like I said, we spent our time where we normally be at, but it's like it was a whole nother section, like you said. So it's like that's why it's like for me. And that's what I said for me, it felt empty if someone telling me like we have a whole nother spot. So I'm like, well, this looks like there's a lot of people over there too then. Because I feel like it wasn't like I've definitely for the years we've been, even just walking around in the just the lobby area usually be more congested to me. Okay. And I didn't feel like it, I feel like I had its peak moment. Yeah, like I feel like I had its peak moments of being congested, but it wasn't. I like usually our Saturday is usually congested in the hallways and everything all day.
Yep. Did
I had a good time, you know. And like Bacardi was saying, Anime Milwaukee is always just a great kickoff.
Yeah.
It's always better when the weather's a little nicer. Like this time,
the weather was.
This
may have been the best weather we had for Anime Milwaukee.
Yeah, pushing it back a week or two into March versus having it in February made a lot of a difference because even though it wasn't like it was super warm like it was yesterday, it wasn't snowing like it is today.
Yeah, I mean, we got lucky.
And it definitely snowed in February like crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy to say it like that.
Yeah, we definitely got lucky.
What about you, King and Trip?
For me, damn.
Camera to that already.
Well, for me, I enjoyed it. It's always nice to see the different cosplays, and now that I'm getting more versed in anime, I'm starting to recognize people. Like, I know who you supposed to be. I know who you from, but but it's also great to see that wide spectrum of anime and how people are so deep into anime that you might not be known to most people. So it's it's dope to see people's take on that. And then I ran into my little cousin. And Cause I know you was into this stuff like that. Hey man, I got a whole podcast.
He about to be the cool big cousin, right? Yeah. Because I'm saying, like I said, that's the one thing that, especially with us doing Geekset, like this, it's been that. Like all my little cousins be like, "Oh man, y'all be meeting these people? Oh, y'all be there?" Like they be excited about the shit that we be doing. So like, you got your little cousin about to tap in with you, like way more than you expected. King,
I had a good time.
Yeah.
I think
you and Bacardi was the only two that actually cosplayed.
And I think that was my thing. Like, I didn't expect to be really pointed out or recognized, or people even like want to take a picture. But I was like, people from the time I got up, got dressed. Cass was wrecking. I think that's the thing too, especially when it comes to a Wisconsin con. Like, I think we talked about it before, because it don't be that many black people there. Yeah, I think I was happy to see that there was more black people there, that it was a wide range of people actually, just even like noticing the cosplay and whatnot. Like the dude walked up to Bacardi out of nowhere and was just like, my favorite Captain N memory.
I definitely.
I'm like, he was a big, tall bitch.
He was a dog. He came lurking over me, bro. Like I was
getting mad love with that Captain N.
Yeah, I definitely I feel like, because this was the first time. So I did enjoy that. Like this was my first time bringing Captain N to a regular con, because I had unveiled it at DreamCon, right? Which a lot of niggas ain't gonna really know who he really is. I probably had like one person or maybe two that like not. But going through Anime MKE and it's what I expected. The white folks loved it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the white folks like they immediately knew it exactly what it was. Like no matter where I was, somebody was like, they would literally stop. It was like, bro, I just got to give you hands down. You know what I'm saying? Great. You know what I'm saying?
Because you don't see Captain. You don't see him that often.
But also
Fam had comic issues that he was telling.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But I think also too, somebody brought this up last week, bro, and they make a good point. Black people be trying to be too cool for everything. Yeah. They might know, and they might even fucked with it hard, but they did like, I even saw people when we was at DreamCon last year, bro, that gave me the nod and the point, like,
yeah, I see you. Yeah.
Like, no, say something like,
I don't even know if that's just like
that. I'm gonna give you your props, but
some people they just love being like, I ain't trying to get all that fan face with that. I'm gonna just
give you one of them. I see you.
I feel you.
I get it, because like I said, I do it. I do it too. Like sometimes you just really gotta be like, bro, you eating. You eating up right now. You know what I'm saying? You eating up right now.
But no, that was that. It was always dope to see. You know what I'm saying? When y'all be getting love. You know what I'm saying, for the cosplays and everything like that.
Yeah. So I mean, like Captain N definitely. Like I didn't know. Like I know he's definitely gonna be one of my staples for more of our like I said, when we do our bigger conventions. That's like everybody around, because I feel like he definitely stand out.
I was keeping a tally. So the great thing about Anime Milwaukee, and I've been noticing it year after year after year after year, we take so many photos of people. We offer the same thing. We're gonna take your photo. We're gonna give you a free photo and everything like that. We shouting out. We having good conversation. And then we'll see the same people yearly, right? And then so as I'm doing my spill, it's either people say, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, I remember y'all took my photo last time." But I was keeping a tally of the people who actually came and beeline towards us without even having to do my spill. That was like, "Oh, Geekset," and I said, "Yo, that, you know what I'm saying?" Sometimes you forget the impact that you make and everything like that. And I like that the nerd and the geek community is recognizing Geekset as somebody a part of the community. You know what I'm saying?
People.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like that was dope. And then like I said, I had my first moment where somebody was like really excited to meet me based off of just being off of Watch Mojo.
Yeah, that's fine.
This I forgot to tell you, wait, before y'all finish, because this is crazy. Somebody used one of your gifts as their intro for the YouTube channel, right? It was like an anime fight video, whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know, bro.
What am I?
No, his.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was like.
Lucy recorded all them gifts.
You should be recorded. When I still do it. I got my gift. The gift library of me has expanded so much.
But it was funny because this is the first 5 seconds.
Yeah,
it's literally like, you know how that YouTube do the intro?
Yeah.
Like, we looking, and I said, "Wait, is that fucking Deuces?" And I had to go click on the video, like. And then me and my wife just looked at each other like, this nigga. I said, yeah, he ain't never beaten that claim, bro.
He used as an intro.
Nigga, he must saw you and be like, I gotta use that.
That's funny.
Yeah, but yeah, so you know what I'm saying? And it was funny because like, you know, the way that I do Watch Mojo content, like I'm like, I bring my flair and everything like that. And I'm just bringing my personality. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? But the tides have been changing. There's been more people, you know what I'm saying, going to bat for me in those comments and everything like that. And the fact that, bro, like he was like it was funny because like after we got done with the panel, I go out there, we chopping it up, and then he's like, man, you said you on Watch Mojo, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm on Watch Mojo. He's like, you ain't the dude that be like, welcome to Watch Mojo. I was like, well, this is kind of awkward, but yeah, it is.
He said that shit. Bro, he said that shit so much like Deuces. I looked over like. I didn't know. You don't know whether to laugh or really. Like, I get it. If it's about you, probably definitely gonna be flattered. But just to hear a nigga like, bro, he mocked the fuck out you. But like, yeah, like
I didn't know I had I in my head I got a way that I do it. Yeah. I didn't know it translated to where people know how to do it.
It's like, bro, it's
welcome to watch.
It's hilarious because you don't. I did not think about it. As much as I've ever really listened to it, until you hear another nigga catch it so clearly, and you realize, like, he's stretching the fuck out these words. Like, dog, that nigga got dog rev up every single W. Like, welcome to Watch Mojo. Like, dog.
So that was really dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Even when he did a vlog, you know what I'm saying, talking about his time at Anime Milwaukee, and he did it again. I was like, bro, I really got away. I did it. Yeah.
Bro, this shit like a wrestling announcement now when I hear it now. Like, now when he's dropping his kids, I hear it, I'm like, this nigga announcing wrestling matches.
But that was dope. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Just even had that moment and everything like that. That was really dope. The panel was cool, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, you know, just being able to take photos of the cosplayers and everything. Like, I do enjoy doing that. I enjoy giving that to the community, being able to take photos, and you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when I have these conversations with a lot of these cosplayers, they talk about it all the time. They say, unless I pay for somebody to take my photo at this convention, a lot of the times I'm taking photos with people and I'll probably never see it.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
I probably would never, or people will take my photo and I'd never see it. So the fact that, you know, and then again, for me, I use my time at night when I wind down to do the work, right? So like after I edit it and post it, I'll post it. I use the hashtag, and sometimes like I said, I'm just searching through the locations. I'm seeing somebody, and I'll hit them like, "Hey, I think I took a photo of you. You know, is this the photo?" So like I've taken the time to, like, you know what I'm saying, chop it up with the people, get them their photos and everything. And I think that, I don't know, it's just something that I enjoy giving back to the community.
No, I love that. I think it's one of the great. I tell people all the time, like, that's one of the greatest things that we do about our conventions is the fact that that's, in a sense, our connection to everybody. Is like, we not here trying to take money in nobody's pocket. You already spent enough money on your cosplay. We just here to appreciate it, do a great picture for you, and then hopefully you check in on us, what we doing, and we, you know what I'm saying? It's really just a little give, like a little give back for the support,
bro. And then, like I said, you have these crazy. What's that?
Just building the community.
Yeah.
The most organic way possible, right? You know, you get out there and you see faces and you meet people, and you know, people start to see that personality and really, you know, want to learn more. So it's like,
I mean, it'd be dope.
It grows the culture, period. Because,
absolutely.
You know, Anime Milwaukee didn't start off with a bunch of people cosplaying.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people, but a lot of people came with graphic shirts or, you know, character jackets. Now I think people's confidence is higher if they come out and invest in a cosplay for Anime Milwaukee, that is going to be appreciated.
Yeah, and this is like where a dope full circle moment. Somebody who was like, "Hey, I'm this person." I think it may have been Nightwing or something like that. But he was like, "I'm this character." So as I went to go send him this photo, come to find out, he was somebody that came to our screening. You know what I'm saying? When we did that screening here for what was it?
For
the Flash.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So and I was like, bro, that's crazy. He was like, he even when I said, bro, I didn't even realize it was you. He was like, yeah. He's like, it was so much going on during the screening that I didn't get a chance to chop it up with y'all. He said, but I've been following y'all ever since then. So he was like, it was really dope to run back into y'all. And I'm like, this kid, like I said, it's real dope. Why would you start this? You know, why would you start this?
I got time. We ain't gonna do this.
Why would you start this?
So that's why this nigga ain't made no comments to us no more. I've been following y'all. See y'all gonna drop me more of that bullshit.
Ultimate villain.
He don't like nothing.
He don't.
He don't like nothing.
I mean,
what is your good movie? What's the good movie?
The Flash. I mean, that last Flash was trash. Was ass.
What's the movie you put on that you like every time? I could watch it every day.
Every day. Ooh, I can't watch anything every day.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that used to be Friday for me. I used to watch Friday every single night. I can recite that. I can recite that movie in
Every single night.
When I was little.
Every
When I
single night
was
is
little,
crazy.
shit, up until probably like 4 years ago, it was the last.
So
I thought you said the last day.
I got-
then I thought you meant save the last day. Bro, I'm about to leave.
I got different genres because in comedy, like I said, Friday's one of them. Not Another Teen Movie is one for me. I don't care what anybody says. Not Another Teen Movie is. I watch that movie all the time.
I don't even remember that movie, bro.
Scott Pilgrim's good one. Scott Pilgrim. But here's the thing.
You put that on. I can put that on all the time.
I still can't watch that every day. I don't know if I could watch anything every day.
Yeah, I can watch it every day.
But a lot.
Every
A
time
lot.
I put it on,
But
every time I put it on,
here's what I say. I base it off of movies that even if it's on TNT, I'ma still stop and watch it, right?
Yeah.
So
oh no, some of them edits.
That's why. That's
Because
why.
like this thing, I love disaster movies. 2012 and Day After Tomorrow. No, I don't care what platform it's on. If it's on, I'm gonna stop and watch it. I love those movies. 2012 and
I just don't like
Day After
TV
Tomorrow.
edits. TV edits.
I don't either.
It's some movies that I like better as TV edits, like Baby Boy on BET.
Oh, nigga, Waist Deep.
It's better on BET.
I swear.
Better on BET is crazy.
On the plane, there's.
Soul Plane. The edited version of Soul
I
Plane
don't think I've seen the
is
edited
better
version of
because
Soul
they have
Plane.
less of the cringe jokes.
Okay, hold on,
I've not
because
seen that.
we said ours, but we didn't get y'all's. So if y'all had started a channel, and what would be your Baby Boy, the movie that you play constantly on your channel?
Or if you had your own TV channel.
Because we did ours, but we y'all was in.
It's only one show.
Yeah, just one movie.
I mean, you still got a whole bunch of shows that play.
But you know how BET always play Baby Boy. What is your
What's
movie
that one movie you picking
that's always gonna be on King channel?
That's a black movie.
No,
Whatever you
My
want.
channel?
Your channel. What's the one movie?
I gotta find it really good because I gotta remember what I picked.
What's the movie that you would play?
Because I wonder if that's still. I wonder if that's.
You know what mine would probably be? Keep it real, dog. I hate to even like because it goes because my Hulu, my Netflix, everything, bro, is always either horror or action. So it had to be Tales from the Hood.
Okay,
Like
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
The second and third, but the first one.
I'm not mad at it.
Parents finna walk in. What the
The fuck is you up?
And it
Go back
constantly keep coming on too. Like I'm trying to let you even watch it, but it come on again at 11 at night. Like I'm still there. Like
Before the camera go out, I'd say Final Destination, the original.
Oh,
the original.
And I just found out they got a new one coming.
yeah, oh yeah. They always got another one.
I thought I had shared it in the group chat. I saw that a
They
while
always
ago.
got them.
And it's
They don't
bringing
always
back
have
the,
one.
Yes,
This
they
is like
do.
this is actually like the I think it's like 20 years later or some
Yeah.
shit. Like
No,
this
it's
is-
not been
they
20
bring
years
it
later
back.
since the last Final Destination.
Yes, it has.
Bro, no, it has not.
2005.
It has
2005, bro. We
Was
just
the
went
first
through this.
Since Final Destination 6?
No,
the
it's the
first-
first.
Oh, I'm saying this is not the
Oh.
last Final Destination. They've been
Oh,
doing.
no.
They always doing
The
Final
last one
Destination.
No.
4 years ago.
That's not
That's
20.
what I mean, that's what I'm saying.
You say always. That 14
That's what
years
I'm
gap.
Because I mean,
But how
and
many
that's
they have? How
the
many
only
they
reason
have?
I know this because I just did like, cause I just actually damn near watched all of them. That's what I'm saying. Like this, because I think this new one is supposed to be off the first one. It is like a sequel to the
25
first
years,
one.
by the way.
Well, remember the
It's
last one
connected.
was off the first one.
It's supposed to connect all those movies together. Somehow.
Yeah,
But the
it's
last
like
Final Destination was 2011. So it has been a minute.
that's what I'm saying. It's been a dumbass minute. Like no one expected it to come back like another one to come out.
decade and a half.
Like it's been because when they first came out,
when
they
they
were
brought back
when they first came out, they were 2 to
Scream
3
and
year
everything
difference.
else, I'm like, Final Destination is next.
Yeah.
when they first came out, they were 2-3 year count. Like every movie came out every 2-3 years.
What's the disaster in this one? That
They didn't show.
avoiding?
They didn't show.
They
They
did.
didn't show.
That's usually the.
Yeah, but they more so showed how this movie was connecting all of the other deaths and how that first movie set up all these other.
Well, because the last
Increments.
movie stopped at the beginning of the first movie.
Yep.
So they didn't connect it, but they showed the lead up. So
Yeah.
they are all connected. Somehow.
Yeah.
It's like a domino effect.
Yeah.
One person fucked up.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
everybody-
yeah.
Hey, first of all, like death is the most pettiest motherfucker
It is.
ever because it's
like, oh, you evaded me?
What up, big sis?
Hey, all right.
I got you.
I got you. I'm coming
Nigga
back
said
to
I
you,
got
bitch.
time. I got time.
That's the
It
most.
might not be the
That's the
gave
most
me-
ridiculous.
Nigga gave him the Lawrence Fishburne look like, oh, you ain't dead. You know what I'm saying? Look back and we're like, You still here?
Like
Like,
niggas
nigga,
did the most ridiculous deaths.
that's
man.
that
They
look
start
when you
doing-
walk through the house. Like, hold on, you still here? Like,
Fam,
nigga,
like you could have just went out on the plane.
Right.
But now,
So now I got to do a home. Now I got to kill you in a Home Alone style way, Macaulay Culkin style way.
I swear every movie I'd be like, bro, y'all should have just killed me, bro. Like, and by the time the movie ends, I'd be like, because the most stress you gotta go through avoid it.
They give you that trauma, nigga. Like you evaded death. Okay, we're gonna fuck your day up.
Like your whole life,
You
like,
could be having nightmares about your day.
your whole life is going down.
I watched the reel back to see what we all picked.
So what did we all pick?
So you picked Candyman.
Oh, I did pick Candyman.
You picked Don't Be a Menace, and I picked Friday. And that is still
Okay.
That
All
was
right.
I
What's
good thing I
funny-
didn't pick Friday because that was gonna be my choice.
I mean, I can have the same. I mean,
What's funny
Friday be on multiple TV shows. I mean, stations.
how it all kicked off. We was talking about Deep Blue Sea. And I was like, yeah, that shit going all the time on my channel. And you immediately looked at me. That's going all the time. I was like, hell no.
That Deep Blue Sea playing all day long is crazy.
That's wild.
Like, like you throw that on your that nigga said Deep Blue Sea immediately. You throw that all day? Like, that's coming on.
Watch that back to back.
That's coming on 3-4 times out the day.
Bro, so here's why I can't. I may have told this story at that time. He talked about it because when the budget was out, we used to buy a ticket to the budget to go see something else, and then right. So I seen Waterboy probably like 8 times because we would buy the
You
ticket.
can do that.
But I would buy the ticket and then try to get it in. But sometimes if they got the security out there, they was like, fuck, we just watch Waterboy. Yeah. So when we was able to see Deep Blue Sea, and then that used to be our go-to, like, all right, let's just get the Deep Blue Sea ticket, and then we'll sneak it to another movie. But a lot of the times at that time, and we got that door. So we end up seeing Deep Blue Sea like 4 or 5 times. I don't know how many times I laughed at Samuel L. Jackson getting bit by that damn shark when he did it in mid-speech, bro.
Deep Blue Sea is a good movie, but that's all right, I watched it. I don't need to see this again for another 6 months.
Because like I said, because when I think about having a show, because TNT is good for that. So when you talking about having a show
Transformers,
a show that come on all day is gonna come on about 9.
And come on, 9 noon.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
4.
I would give you like 2.
4 or 5 because it leads
Yeah,
up
that's
to
right.
the
They're
pregame.
gonna have another movie that's
Yeah.
gonna come on after.
Yeah,
got-
because they usually give you a tie-in.
It's a 1 and 2.
Yeah.
It's a set of
When
movies.
they gonna run through that's gonna be the weekend double feature. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the weekend double feature. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Used to be crazy. What was they called? ABC Family with the Harry Potter weekends. I ain't never seen a channel
Oh, shit, I ain't
do
know
Harry
that.
Potter weekends so often.
Nigga, they still do it on
Because-
Freeform.
Yeah,
Because that's what ABC Family turned into.
Yes, bro.
Bro, I
was
didn't-
mad as hell.
is ABC Family streaming or
No,
that was?
it used to
so
be-
that was
it
commercials
literally is
too?
Freeform.
it's called
Like
Freeform.
No, Freeform.
Oh.
Freeform now.
Yeah.
No, that's the channel name.
Oh,
Like so you know the channel Freeform, but yeah, it had
Yeah.
commercials and all that. They used to be ABC Family, and I mean it could be a random Tuesday in April, and they like, hey, guess what's this weekend? Harry Potter weekend.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's why?
bro,
That's the whole day,
You're
bro.
not
You
gonna
run
watch
all the Harry Potter
all those
movies.
movies in a weekend.
TBS is Transformers. Oh my, they
All
will
day.
run through every Transformers back to back.
And give you a that's why it'd be a whole day.
Loop it again.
Like show programming is so crazy to me.
It was the Transporter.
Yeah,
That was their series.
Yep.
Or the Waterboy would be on TV.
Waterboy,
You know,
yep.
bro, what the fuck? And I knew what that.
TNT, lately though, they've been getting into like the DCEU
Oh, yeah.
movies. I done seen Aquaman on there. I swear every Saturday
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
I swear it's at the same time.
Bro, and so I think
Batman v Superman.
Yeah,
Batman
so
v
I
Superman.
wonder because for a while TNT was heavy on the Marvel. They was doing Winter Soldier, then they would throw in Ant-Man, and then they would throw in.
I know they're still doing that.
No, but
That's probably Sundays now. Like Saturdays is DC.
oh no,
FX do that now.
it was FX.
Oh,
Yeah, FX. They'll run through Iron, but it won't be in order. It'll be like Iron Man 3, Civil War, then it'll be
Don't know
Thor:
what
The
time-
Dark World. You're
Like,
like, what
yeah.
is this?
The content programming is so crazy on TV shows. Like,
I
like-
want to know the science behind it.
I
They know
really
people
do.
Gonna, it's just familiarity. It's like, here's the thing, it's probably whatever we can get the license to.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit, I can get the license to this. We're gonna run it up because we know that any given time somebody gonna say, oh shit, is that Avengers? And they're gonna give, as long as you give them 10 minutes, they're like, hey, we got it.
I do that. It's easy background noise.
Yeah.
Or you can wait for the whatever sport.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
think about it. It's always before an MLB series, NHL series, or NBA series.
Yeah.
That's all they care about. You not changing the channel.
See, if it-
Stay
Yeah.
here all day
Mm-hmm.
and just leave it here. Because if you're at a sports bar, I can put that on.
See,
I
for
can put, you know.
I would see if I had a station, I would my station would I would lean into it and I would get like the most random titles that people be like, yo, what? Like I would have like
that's what
I would have like Blank Man rolling. I would have what's the what's the one where he's like
Blank Man Meteor Man's a double feature. It's a cold weekend. That's a cold weekend. That's a cold weekend.
What's the movie? It was a movie that Kel Mitchell was in. They was like rejects.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
No. That's the other one. It's something like that. It's something like that.
It's with Ben Stiller. And
yeah, because when he said, "What? I'm not too turtle."
You
turtle
talking about
Mystery Man.
Yeah, Master of the Skies.
I would have Master of the Skies.
You talking? I was talking about Mystery Men. I thought Mystery Man. Yeah, Mystery Man. Mystery Man was good too. Yeah.
That
was a Pee Wee Herman in there.
I would have stuff like that on my channel rolling.
I do remember Mystery Men being on TNT back in the day. That was a long time ago.
Turtle for the Turtle Club. That was my shit. Turtle.
I think they were filming that on 9/11.
Yeah.
What?
Like literally that scene. I got movie
Yeah.
but I remember hearing a story that they were filming the Master of Disguise during 9/11 because he was in suit when he heard that, and he said that everybody on set was somber, and he
in the turtle suit.
He like, bro, I need to get out of here.
Being depressed in a turtle suit is
but the one show that's always on TV and I will watch every single time it's on TV is Law and Order SVU.
I mean, that's a show. That's all. That's all.
I will watch that at any given time.
I actually still love it better when it's Benson and Stabler though. Like the newer ones, I'll watch. But if the old episode come on, I don't give a who they up against. And Benson and Stabler together, I'm watching it. You know what I'm saying?
I love the way it transformed into her story.
Yeah, I like that.
He led a prayer circle still in the turtles.
Because
like I said, they did film there.
But you know that happens a lot.
Looking around.
That's not. It does happen a lot.
But it's just.
I know it's still crazy. But because you hear a lot of stories where people be in full makeup and something serious happen and they gotta control the room, but they in full makeup. Dang, whatever. All right, I got a super.
Wait, I was saying, my fault. I think about it, Cody. Was you done with the Law and Order?
Yeah. About TV show?
Well, because I was going to say, when I used to work second shift, when I had to be at work at 2, you know what show? There's 2 shows that I used to watch all because they used to always be on. One, Supernatural. That's how I watch my Supernatural reruns. Oh, okay. They used to run. And then Vegas. I used to watch Vegas. Used to be
I forgot about Vegas
all the damn time.
So I didn't watch it when it was on air, but when I had tore my ACL and I was at home, when I was at home, basically going through like physical therapy and stuff, and I was doing online classes because I couldn't get to campus and stuff. Bro, Vegas would come on, and it was cold because it would come on right after my physical therapy. I'd be coming in the house. The first episode of the Vegas Marathon would come on. Because that was another show that TNT just did not get. We showing it.
It'd be like 3.
I got so invested in that shit, bro.
I'm going to take y'all way back. Remember when they had on Nash Bridges? Nigga?
Yes.
Nash Bridges.
That was the shit that I used to be like, I'm going to go watch that and wait. Or, no, that was after. Because after, I think
was CSI Miami in the morning? Or was that evening?
CSI come on whenever.
No, but CSI Miami specifically. Because listen, Horatio Kane was my nigga.
I didn't like Miami until later.
Nah, man, I needed
CSI Vegas
where Horatio Kane say something, put them glasses on, go what?
Which CSI was the original? Because they got Vegas, they got Miami.
I think it was just CSI.
Yeah, CSI was the original.
Yes, I think CSI was just the original.
They started off just naming cities. They had CSI New York, but CSI hit like every major city.
I think Law and Order, CSI,
Law and Order, at least all of those are pretty much still.
Yeah, Law and Order was on New York still.
No, wait.
No, they never did another. They never did another Law and Order.
Wait, I thought Ice-T.
He in New York.
So I never watched Law and Order. I'm gonna put that out.
You never watched a single?
Nah. Because it always seemed like something my mom and them watch.
Like Law and Order or SVU?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Law and Order or SVU?
All 80 Law and Order. I never watched not one of them because it seemed like something that the older folks watch.
They're in the same city, but one was just the nigga who played Kingpin, and the other one was Stabler and them.
Right, but I'm saying it's all still.
That's criminal intent. That's criminal intent. Like it's Law and Order is criminal intent and it's SVU.
It's all still.
I thought there was more than that.
They're actually. I mean, they got a history of all of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as what's running still, I think it's just criminal intent. Which I don't think Criminal Intent running no more. I think it's just Law
But
and
yeah,
Order.
no, yeah, I
Right?
never watched any of the Law and Order because it
The
always,
one they had about the lawyers and just thought it was cold.
it
I
always
fucked
seemed
with
like
that one
something like the older people in my family watch. So I would like, I just never went to it. I'm not saying.
I mean,
I'm not saying that it's not good. I'm just saying
I didn't
that
watch
was
until I
my
older.
my impression.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was a young nigga. I was not watching it.
Like I mean,
Yeah.
when I was watching, I was married with kids with my feet up in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was the.
It sound like your son is right.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
And I just never conformed over.
Because
to
when
it.
you watch it, you like, oh, they out here crazy in the city. Like,
Listen here, I never watched the episode of Grey's Anatomy.
no, I know.
Never watched that. And I know that.
I didn't care for hospital
that's the
shows.
That's the
Except for House.
That's the
Except for
longest.
House.
Scrubs.
Yeah,
so
Scrubs.
much.
I watched the shit out of Scrubs.
Scrubs are comedy. Scrubs is comedy.
No,
He said I don't like hospital shows.
That
He
was-
didn't
it's
say
definitely
hospital
hospital.
drama.
that was a
I mean-
hospital
He said
show.
hospital
But I
drama.
didn't watch it like that though. But it was just
Nigga, you
really
didn't watch MASH?
MASH.
Are we
Nigga, I was
calling
as a
it
child.
hospital?
Yeah,
That
when I
was-
knew I,
It is a female
I did.
hospital.
It is not
When I
hospital.
put that on, I knew it was time to go to sleep.
bro,
So
when
that
I
was on,
yeah,
it was time to go to sleep.
When you hear
yeah.
Time to
That's what I'm saying. If I watch
Sleep
if,
time. I was just saying, yeah, that was
like if I was watching MASH, I didn't know exactly what was going. Nothing was going, and I was going to bed.
I was
Like,
just saying, yeah, that was when sleep took you over.
because I mean, that's what I say. Like after MASH, it's snow
So,
screen.
wait, do y'all sleep?
You're there
do
back
y'all-
in the day.
Do y'all TV sleep now or no?
No, I don't TV.
I don't TV
I
sleep. What do you put on? What is your TV sleep
Uh,
now?
How it's made, or
Yes, I'll be on that.
really anything like that. Modern Marvels.
Yeah.
What about you?
What's that? Top Gear.
Do you TV sleep?
Yeah.
What is yours?
I put the Flash on or How I Met Your Mother.
Okay.
Ooh, How I Met Your Mother was a good.
I
one.
tried that, but I
You get
How,
to it.
how I met your mother? I don't want to get. I be laughing at you like, bro. Yeah, that's why I stopped, bro. My rollover game is too strong.
Bro, because you know what's funny? This is how I got into certain shows. I remember Coach was one, and then I started liking Coach. I was like, bro, Coach is actually gonna fire.
That's how Red Dwarf and Coach.
Yeah.
used to
What
be
else?
mine,
Snipers
and
going
then
on
again, I
Snacks?
started listening to their ass.
What was the one? What was the one? Where was it? Was it West Wing? Yeah, West Wing.
Like to go to bed too is crazy. But see, that's why like Law and Order, I couldn't go to bed too because that don't would wake me back up. Like, what's, you know what I'm saying?
First 48 cannot watch that.
Yeah,
at night 'cause I'm be up.
the music will make you want to turn back around.
Hey, but to be fair though, I can fall asleep anywhere. So
Yeah, I know that is true. So, as much as I love Ancient Aliens, because of how monotone he talks, that became like if I ever do have the TV on, I'll turn on the History Channel, even if it's something that I'm interested in.
It be too intriguing.
It do, but
Because they'll say some shit that is
Yeah.
like, this right here.
Yeah.
bro.
And see that,
but it's the monotone voice. But it's the monotone
so
voice.
do you actually
That's why I like the
That's like
nature
the
stuff
animal
too.
one. Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah,
animal
like
like
Planet
nature
Earth
Yeah.
or Blue Planet.
Like something like that I can probably
be
watch.
asleep up until they get to talking about the mamas. When they get to talking about the legacies,
Yeah.
nigga, I be in that motherfucker with a tear in my eye, like,
But I
this
just
cheetah won't make it, but its family gotta go away.
They had a clip once of, I think it was a rabbit. And it was you saw all these snakes coming down. It was like they had the little fast.
Yes, I see that one. Yes, I see that one.
Hold up.
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
Look, that rabbit was good. Hey, he was getting busy too. Those snakes was not catching him.
When he made it out, hell yeah.
Got your second win. Now you might go do some work. You know what I'm saying? You better go to.
That shit'll wake you up. That shit'll turn your whole day around. You see like a little baby goat go up the mountain and get away from the wolves.
That's why. No, I can't watch. That's what I'm saying. Like, so y'all actually like try to watch it and go to sleep?
No.
Or you need to turn on and roll over.
Try to roll over, but it's something get me.
That's what. Yeah, that's what. I mean, that's how I said. That's what me. Like, if I turn it, that's why I can't watch TV because if I turn it on and roll over,
I gotta turn it off.
I'm just now. I feel like because of my eyes closed, I'm even more like heightened here.
Yeah, because now I'm paying
the
attention.
show.
I'm trying to put it together.
Soothing.
Yeah.
But it's like if I'm listening to like a documentary on like rivers or
Yeah.
That's what's good about
forest,
those.
that's the shit that you just like. I'll turn the bright down.
Yep.
I'll like cut the volume to the lowest level to where I can still hear it, but it's not like I can hear exactly what the fuck they talking about.
And it's the
I'm
same
good.
British nigga every time. And his
Every time.
Next, I need to monitor.
Even when they get eaten, they still.
Who said-
That's just how nature is.
Yeah. It is. Before we get into our main topic, which is Invincible, I want to ask y'all just a real quick question. Who is Thanos' biggest villain to y'all? Like who
I mean, Thanos is a villain to you. A villain to Thanos?
who is his op? Who is his biggest op to you?
The nigga who on his birthday.
Don't spoil it. I was going to it.
I knew that one though too. Like, yeah,
I just learned about
His name like Dave.
He said David.
But the nigga, that is
Yeah.
probably his biggest.
Oh, well, then never mind.
I really want to know the story behind that because I really want to know why even somebody drew that. Like let's just
There's
make
no
the
story
story.
because I had the full breakdown, but y'all already know about it, so we can go to the Invincible then. Got it.
People didn't know. Yeah.
People don't know.
All right.
You trying to blow everybody's mind? Like, nigga.
Brought everybody in with the intrigue. Oh, never mind. We know.
I didn't know everybody knew. I literally just learned about this week. Yes.
No, I've heard.
And then I was gonna put it in the group chat, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna save it for the podcast.
Look at that. I heard about this shit when Thanos was actually like in my MC, like
When he first showed up in Marvel, somebody was like, "Hey, I hope they bring this other people." They
Bro,
talking about.
this timeline is the wildest fucking timeline.
Every birthday, man.
Every birthday, and even the very, very last one that he did, like it was crazy.
His parents and shit. He did.
No, he killed his pops. He killed his dad.
Yeah.
So the timeline goes, what it was is when he was a baby, he stole his blanket. That was the very first thing. On his birthday, stole his blanket, made him cry. That was it. Then on his fifth birthday, he was David was telling his mom like, "Yo, there's somebody that's taunting me," and mom didn't believe it. But then when he looked outside, he just saw the car come down, crushing his dad in it, and he killed his dad. Right, so that was on his fifth birthday.
What an escalation, by the way.
That's crazy.
Very much so.
That's on the fifth day.
And
Yeah.
5 years later, it was like, actually,
Well,
let me
no.
take that.
So apparently he's been doing it every. They just
No,
yeah.
these are the highlights.
We don't know what happened in year 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
you go from blanket
Yeah.
to being like, you know what? Actually, your dad.
You ain't taking me
Whatever
seriously.
he did in year 4 didn't impress
You ain't taking me
Right.
seriously.
Wait, but
He wasn't
listen.
as mad as
But
he should be.
there's no rhyme or reason because on his 16th birthday, his 16th birthday, Thanos took his phone, texted his girl some wild shit, and broke his phone so that way his girl can break up with him.
That's right.
Right there, right? On his 21st birthday, he was excited to go drinking with his friends, set up a party to go drink with his friends. Thanos snapped, poisoned the drink, said, "Hey, don't drink that. Happy birthday, though." Got out of there. That's all he did. Killed all his friends. Killed all his friends on his birthday.
Again,
On
such a wild.
That's what I said.
On his 25th birthday, he got excited to get into the college of his dreams, and Thanos blew that bitch up and said, "Happy birthday." Bounce up out of there. When he turned 27, and he got fired from his job, and David thought Thanos did it. And he was like, and Thanos was like, "No, bro, what? Why would I do that? That's crazy." He said, but then he said, "I did kill your cat though, so happy birthday." Bounced up out of there.
Said, I'm not.
Nigga said, you lost your job on your own, my guy.
Yeah. On his 30th birthday, nothing happened. He like, what the fuck happened? He looked the news, watched the news, saw that the Avengers defeated Thanos. He said, "Oh shit, it's over." Went his whole year happy. 31st birthday. He's like, "Oh, I'm about to party." Thanos popped up on him. Said, "Hey man, sorry that I forgot to do your sorry that I missed your 30th birthday." So snapped his whole house into a black hole. Happy birthday. Bounced out of here.
Hey, I guess at least he giving him a happy
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah.
Happy birthday is
Wow.
crazy.
Wow.
When he turned 45, this nigga is now a shell of himself, living in filth and everything like that. Thanos come ready to do it. He's like, "Bro, what is going on with you? You look depressed. Why you?" He's like, "Bro," and he gave him a superhero level speech. I'm talking about Stan. "Why are you doing this? You gonna be blah blah blah." And Thanos said, "Yeah, man. Hey, fuck all that." Burst the pipe, flooded his whole building. Said, "Happy birthday. See you next year."
The crazy part is, you gotta assume behind the scenes, like at some point, bro, it's like, "I'm just done with this. I'm done with everything." And then it's like, "No, you can't have that.
You can't have-
Let's fix this enough,
Bro,
so you are still here for your next birthday."
in the panel, they gave him 3 panels with his speech to Thanos. So it was a powerful speech. And Thanos said, "Fuck all that. Burst this pipe. Let's flood this building. Happy birthday, man."
Like I feel like I really want to know. Like I said, I feel like Dave gotta be whoever created Thanos. Like that nigga know a nigga named Dave in real life.
Dave took his girl.
Like yo, something, and he like out of
Dave
my own therapy. I'm gonna write this nigga in comic books, and my character gonna destroy this nigga life. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. Like I believe in that.
Yeah.
But I feel like I wish there was some way that they would have like. I feel like MCU wasn't in that humor back then. when Thanos was around.
Even if they were serious, they couldn't do Dave.
Yeah,
It would have took away the threat a little bit.
That's the one thing I miss. I wish live action would be able to. No, movies just cost too much, but to be able to just do random stories like, hey, this will be a funny 45-minute series.
Or
that would have been
short.
Deadpool. That's what Ryan Reynolds did in Deadpool.
You know what they should do?
So the dude that acted with his wife was hitting on his wife.
Oh yeah. That was that's the shit that's going on right now.
Yeah, they said that's what Nice Pool was supposed to be.
They said
that was him.
They said this is the white people's version of Drake and Kendrick right now that's going on with Blake Lively.
Nice Pool dude
with Blake Lively and
Because
they said
he was hitting on her when she was pregnant.
Well, he wasn't. It depends on which side you on. Depends on what side you on.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Depends on what side you on.
I heard the interview, right?
But I saw the text messages.
Well, what y'all talking about?
To me, it don't matter.
It's a whole thing. It's from the.
I'm on his side. I'm gonna let you know. I'm not on Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's side. I'm on bro's side.
I didn't see the text messages, but I've seen the interview where.
Oh well, Tiff is all into it, so I know all about it.
Well, somebody tell me something.
All right, what's his name?
Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni are all they're in the middle of like a lawsuit. I'm trying to remember
who.
What movie. Justin Baldoni. They were the leads of. I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. I saw the movie.
Yeah, whatever the movie is, but in general, what it was is
Ends With Us.
Yeah,
decent movie to be honest. But there was basically it's like a defamation lawsuit. It's like
it's a little bit more than that.
The gist of the lawsuit is all defamation.
So what it was is like in this movie, Blake Lively, so because how Ryan Reynolds did Deadpool, she was trying to Deadpool this movie. And then, the same thing, right? In the movie with Justin Baldoni, right? So what ended up happening is that she ended up working with the New York Times and put out this whole hit piece about how he was sexually harassing her, how he popped in on her while she was trying to breastfeed. He was being weird on set and everything. And so she was trying to, sue him on that, on some Me Too shit.
I mean, that was a real sue?
That's it. That's what this was her reports, right?
This is during the show?
During the movie. Yep. And so everybody was on her side because of the hit piece and everything. And then he came out, he said, whoa, wait a minute. I got the text messages. I didn't just bust it on her. She literally said, hey, I'm going to be breastfeeding. And he said, well, I can wait. And she said, no, just come in. And so he did that. And so she tried to use that. And then everything else, he was like, no, I wasn't hitting on her. She was hitting on me. And then Ryan Reynolds came in and started trying to bully the studio and try to get me out of it. He was like, this was my movie. I was the one that lobbied to get her here. And now she's trying to take over. So then became this whole thing of sides versus sides. So then Ryan Reynolds being petty, he made the Nice Pool guy. And if you remember in Deadpool, Nice Pool got fucked up and everything like that. And the way that Nice Pool looked like him, and it was them cracking jokes on him and trying to get him, like, you know what I'm saying, and doing everything like that.
He claimed he asked for
that
they could have a better relationship.
And she in the text message literally was like, no, we don't need that, we're good, we're professionals, we can handle this. So it was like, it's back and forth, and everybody was like, no. And so it's like, depending on who you believe, based off the information I got, I'm on his side right now. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively looking funny in the light.
That's why I'm on her side, because I kind of understand where I understand where he tried to come from. But he was coming from a sensitive side, like he was talking to a single woman, period. You talking to a pregnant woman or a woman who just had a baby with a husband who is involved. Nigga, all that ain't necessary. You don't need all that.
But they was real professional. Yeah,
this don't be weird. Like, even as I said, I can ask you to come in here, I might be covered up. But he seemed like the type that has to say something. No, he told her you still look, man, she looks great for just having a baby. Nigga! That's not something you say about a married woman, period, to people in an interview. That lets me know you are one of those weird ass people.
I mean, that's weird behavior.
Say and do whatever because your intentions are good, and those are dangerous people because you can't just do that.
You think you being nice? I don't
know. It's a lot.
So you make it nice. You make it nice food though. You make nice food.
I make that shit weird when he walked in. Like, okay, yeah, she told you to come in, but then. What did you do once you got in that room?
Exactly.
It sounded like it was a lot going back and forth.
But we don't know.
To be all, no. I got a text message to show y'all.
I'm just saying. In the breakdown, it looked.
The judge warned both of them about. That was one thing I saw. They was like, y'all trying to use public opinion to people on your side, y'all better stop that. I stop all this shit.
I mean, yeah, because y'all definitely trying to use everybody to make stuff.
Well, they're obviously more famous and everything. So, like I said, it's the tides have been shifting. A lot more people's on his side now, but it's like it's back and forth because now the New York Times getting sued because they like y'all didn't even do any fact check. Y'all didn't even reach out to the person that they accusing. Y'all just ran with Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' story and published it. And so it's like it's crazy, right? I
didn't know he was getting that big. I didn't know Ryan Reynolds.
They call it the Drake and Kendrick of white people.
The Drake and Kendrick of white people.
It's definitely an ongoing lawsuit. It's going to be one of those things, because I think the most recent thing I saw with it was that, one, the judge told them, y'all need to stop doing this, but so obviously stuff can't go public. I don't think there's like an official gag order, like you can still comment on the case, but all of the stuff that's evidence got to be behind, like,
gotta be behind it,
This is for the case.
Mm-hmm.
Stop trying to get so... Geekset or
you send a text message to somebody just to get some. Yeah, I get
you gotta stop doing that. So I don't know.
It's wild. It's wild.
I didn't know that. I did not know that he was in that.
It's a whole lot. But yeah, let's get into Invincible, man.
Did you watch Invincible, King?
Yeah.
Okay, so Doug don't know when I didn't watch it. Okay.
Nah, I mean,
You didn't catch it?
How far are you behind?
All of it. All of it. I said I caught it already. Before you got here, I said, Doug ain't watched that shit, bro. Oh no! I said that I knew that. I knew that. I said Doug ain't watched that shit at all, bro. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think he didn't watch it when we mentioned the last thing. Like, I didn't even watch that yet. I'm like, he still ain't watched it.
Yeah, y'all gotta send reminders for me.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He still ain't watched it.
Reminders sometimes.
So you just gonna get spoiled, fam.
What do y'all? Let's start just from real quick. What do y'all rate this season?
I actually rate the season higher than the other two. This was a pretty good one.
So on a scale of 10,
Actually, like that was
on a scale of 10.
I feel like I've heard that consistently.
Well, I feel like it started slow and then the middle end was well worth it. I would say out of like
out of 5, by the way.
I would say out of 5, I'm gonna give it like a.
Oh yeah, we haven't done this like that. Yeah, out of 5. Yeah,
I give it a 4 because it definitely could have ended better.
I definitely give it a 4.
Wow, really? You wanted a better?
I give it a 4.
Because they didn't really get past Nolan and oh boy, like
I mean that's the only thing I didn't admit. That's
if you would have that would have ended with that, and I knew what happened.
Dude, had like a post credit scene with them.
Yeah, then it would have been a 5 because the war was dope.
Mm-hmm.
I did, and also too, what's his face? Him, what's his name? The scientist. Angstrom. Finish that off. Like, you know what I mean? Let us know what the dude's gonna do to him now. That would have been cool too. It was so many cliffhangers with the secondary stories.
I wonder if that's how the comics are though. Like, I wonder if he stays throughout the series.
I mean he's a big enough threat though.
Right. Yeah. That's what
like he's like
a threat. And
right.
He's definitely like the Joker-esque.
Yeah.
The Lex Luthor or the staying villain.
To your point of wanting to finish out his storyline, I'll let you get back to it. That was one of the things that was going to be a highlight for me. Is I love the fact that they are not making sure like your villain shows up and he's done. Like he gets killed or he gets off.
Yeah.
Like I love the fact that I love the fact that they're still like throwing threads. Like Sam could show up still at some point.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. They really do that. They do that really well too. Like you think a person's beat to sleep, and the hand or his eyes open. Like with Angstrom's situation, you could have just kind of, hey, this is what you're gonna do for us now.
Oh yeah,
he kind of okays. You know what I mean? Like, you can get back to Invincible, but this is what you gotta do for us. Because that was the thing. They put a lot on his shoulders, and then just ended the story.
But he also got demoted, so you know what I'm saying.
I don't even call it demoted.
I think
you really kind of got.
You was the head nigga, now you working for the niggas.
No, you got overtaken. Remember, they were just his surgeons. They weren't like his workers.
They worked for him.
Oh, okay, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
So that's why I'm like, you're a slave now, kind of.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Because you made all these promises.
Yeah. Because it was only a small amount of them. Like you said, they was already running out. So he was that's why they want to help us.
Yeah.
We need you there.
So that's why I'm like, if the season would have kind of gave us at least a little bit of closure on there into where there's going to be in the future. Because like I said, I already know the comics. I know what happens.
Oh, you do? Okay. I know.
And that's what I'm saying. If
I got you didn't read it when no boy put it in our Discord.
But I didn't like the way. That's what I like the end because in the comics it's similar. It's very similar. But you could have just did that.
Yeah, because I think we do have the page rips in our Discord. Some I forgot who posted.
I didn't know. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even know. Like, is the comic done?
Yeah.
Comic was done for a while.
Yeah. Dish, what you would? So out of 5,
I'd go 4.5.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I think agreeing with you. That's why I said I was shocked that you added the qualifier of actually would say that it's better than others. Because I feel like most people I've talked to have all agreed. Like, this has been the best season. I actually like season 2 more than most. I think what hurt season 2, just going back to it quickly, was that it had that long ass break.
Yeah.
So by the time we
that break was unnecessary. Yeah,
season,
it killed the steam. We talked about that.
Needed to remind yourself of what happened in this first half. So like with this one, going completely straight through, I think it was one of the better seasons. One of the things I think it struggled with up until like probably the last 2 episodes, and that could just be budgetary, is you could tell that the animation, like you could tell they saved the animation budget for those last 2 episodes. Mm-hmm. Like the animation was never terrible,
but they also I didn't see nothing wrong.
I didn't see nothing wrong with either. But they also kind of told us too. Like that's why they did that episode.
See the last 2 episodes, you like, oh, this is what y'all was for. This is what y'all.
That's why they did that episode.
They did that first. Like you can tell, like they did that first.
Like even the fights in the early, that's what I said, it was kind of slower. The fights weren't as drawn out. They were really secluded and on the ship, or like if they fought, it was like in one particular area,
right?
Which. That's not an invincible thing unless it was like hero fighting hero, or you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But that's why I'm like, I knew when Conquest showed up, it was going down.
But I mean, that makes sense to me because I feel like all the other fights in between, up until that, were individual fights from a lot of different people. Like Invincible fight was just really just watching him on a day-to-day. Yeah, when he's always done every season. Yeah. But like all of the small, like you said, like the ship fight and all that shit was like Nolan, like it was just really more close quarters of them doing their thing. So it was like that at the end was just like the climatic giant fight. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like what you said makes sense because having to be Conquest second, that episode is like that's how you gonna write it. Like we're just gonna start this from Conquest and just write all what he does. Yep. And then from there we just write the story.
Yeah. I think that's what took it over the top is episode 7 and 8 together. Like I kind of wish those could have got released together, but also at the same time having to sit a week between that felt really good. But seeing the end, how like everything, the Invincible War, everything with that, like seeing how we're dealing with the fallout and the immediate reaction. Here come Conquest, and it's just like, bro, you got to go through this again.
Oh yeah, it was so much trauma. So much trauma. That's right.
So much going on.
I give it a solid 4. Solid 4, and it's because I hate the character of Oliver. That is the worst. The worst child superhero character ever, bro.
I'm gonna be real with you. So in the comics, Oliver is a very big part because of how he grows. Like but that was the thing is like I feel like in the comics he wasn't as arrogant and as much of an asshole.
Thank you.
That he was in the series.
You think he's an asshole?
No, he's an asshole, bro. Like you're telling they're telling you stop, and your ideas are built on you're invincible like he is. You're not, bro. You can die. So I think after this fight, they're gonna tone him down.
They definitely need to. Oh my god!
No, I think
this whole season, every time he popped up, he pissed me off. There was not one redeemable quality of Oliver. Right?
I didn't expect him to have any redeemable qualities. I just felt like he was a kid in the show.
Yeah,
that is the biggest. I think that was the biggest part of what they were trying to express is like his immaturity. That he got his power so early.
Right. That's all. Yeah.
Invincible was 16.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
He already had a job.
Right.
And he had a dad to look at. That's what I keep trying to say. Like it's not like a kid separately by itself having powers in the family. Like he's part of the family line of niggas having powers.
Well, no. Think about it. You got Invincible.
That's what I'm saying.
You grew up
Invincible. We see Invincible still struggle with that. I think,
of course.
To McCarty's point, Invincible had Nolan to be able to show, even though we knew it was all sort of a fake.
We knew it. Yeah. They didn't know.
But you had this idealistic hero to live up to. Yeah. We don't know what kind of hero Nolan was when he was on the Bug Planet.
No, that's the thing. He was. Remember, he was the real version of what he faked on Earth because he was saving their planet.
Right.
How old was? Remember, because he grows so big. Was he pregnant?
Ooh, I have no. She was pregnant.
Yeah, he was born when that planet got destroyed.
Yeah. So he wouldn't even see
his. Think about it. Even his. Later on, you'll see. his idea of perfect is the bug. So that's why I think his thing is I don't have to listen to y'all. Y'all are just fucking human. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, that's why I said I get that. But that's why I said that's why I said like the family line, like I can understand why somebody wouldn't like Oliver. I get it as a kid, but it's like that's why I said I look at it like what Invincible did in the first season when he got his powers is the same thing Oliver was doing. Like he's that's
where I disagree. And that's where I disagree.
But I mean, that's because it's your father. Like, I mean, you have a difference because they're brothers, but it's the same. Like, I want to do what you like. My powers now, so I'm trying to do exactly what you're doing, Dad. And Dad gonna be like, nigga, no. But your little brother, your older brother, you gonna have a hard time, really, like, bro.
But even when moms try to tell him,
because Nolan ain't getting his ass. Because Nolan not getting his ass beat.
At least moms, like it seems like he didn't listen to nobody.
He wasn't,
and that's what pissed me off. Like,
but
there's no reasoning.
And I think that's why I said that as a child. I think that's the difference because with Invincible, Nolan wasn't getting his ass beat. But his little brother watch his big brother getting his ass beat, and he like, bro, I can
telling him no to it. Bacardi is saying it's the no, you shouldn't be doing this, the blah blah blah. But it's at the same time you see an Invincible or either on TV or coming back from these fights looking terrible.
And every time he run out is because
I feel you. But the catch-22 to this is you gonna look worse than him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah,
so,
no.
Like
Yeah.
when he killed the twins. That was luck that he didn't get messed up.
Yeah, I mean,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But that should have been his turning point.
Yep, and that's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping for at that moment.
So
at that moment, I was hoping for.
Twins in front of Nolan. Not in front of Nolan, but in front of the Fed guy.
Oh,
yeah,
Cecil. Your brother, all the Guardians, right? Mm-hmm. So you have all the guys that you're claiming I can be with, I can work with, telling you did too much.
Right.
And now, even when your mama like, dude, stop. You like, no, nigga.
But y'all don't understand.
But so I think it went as it should have been for his. I guess his mindset is because his whole thing has always been driven, like I said, based off of seeing how Mark is coming back. Like, I can be the difference. And his time when I think the Mauler, like killing them, he like, nigga, I was the difference. Do you see what? I ended this. They not going to be a threat ever again.
But that's the catch to Conquest, right? So that's what makes the Conquest situation that much more important. You don't think. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the lesson of it.
I understand
you as a little boy aren't thinking because you keep saying, they need me, right? I should be the difference maker, right? Nigga, Conquest came down here on orders to kill everything, right? Listen, this is what I'm saying. If you know your daddy was strong, your brother is strong, but they both getting their ass kicked. Because I think he do know that his dad got beat up and captured.
Yeah.
So he knows he's defeatable. You have to know the nigga they send is gonna be ready to destroy everything.
But you a child, bro.
He ran in, bro.
He's a child, bro.
That nigga ran in and got me turned into a basketball.
Yeah,
Oliver
pissed me off so bad that I was rooting for Conquest to rip that nigga in half. I swear I was.
I was like,
this is a heartless nigga.
When I keep trying to, even when y'all put it, the way y'all put it in perspective, fam, like this shit happened so back to back to back. Like they didn't have like even when fam killed the twins, it was like we gotta train you, we gotta really. But it's like you could like that nigga was back in action again.
Thank you.
It's his fault. You have to follow the rules, right? You're not you're being a vigilante at this point. And that's what I'm saying. It's different when you got It's different when you don't have options, bro. You got a team of options, nigga.
Oliver don't know that.
Oliver was more close.
Oliver like, no, I'm struggling on y'all anyway.
Oliver was more close to Conquest in the mindset than Mark and
it feels like, I mean, we see, especially seeing the other Invincibles, it feels like that's sort of the Viltrumite ego. Like, you feel like, nigga, I can take whatever.
But he's not a Viltrumite.
He is half. And I think that's the thing too, is like, and I think that's the difference. Even if the story gets like explained a little bit more, is that like Invincible don't know really like how he grew up on the planet. Like he didn't, you know what I'm saying? Right. Seeing Nolan what he was doing, and even looking at him is like, nigga, we had a Viltrumite protected our fucking planet. You know what I'm saying? Like
he was a baby, so he only know the story.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
This is the thing though. But this is the thing too though. He can only go off what he heard, but the concept that he's missing is a Viltrumite has to fight to prove that point. So you saying I'm stronger than all of y'all in the Viltrumite society, you can get murked for that. And it's okay, because you were weaker than him. So now the nigga who is stronger is living. He has to prove, like, you got to stand on business, bro. If you saying, I'm stronger than y'all, I can go out there and help. Okay. But like when Conquest had you put in that rack, this is not wrong. Because your arrogance puts you there.
But I mean,
which is fair. You can be as arrogant as you want, but if you can't back it up, you got to die.
Which is fair. That all is true. But again, he is a child. So
no, you're not. No, you're not. You're a Viltrumite.
No, you're not.
That's what you are. You never said that about Goku. You never said that about Vegeta. You never said that about
Goku ain't accidentally killed nobody. Goku ain't actually killed nobody, bro.
If your culture is, I see you as a person to take over a planet, they gave this nigga what's name that at 16, bro. I don't give a damn what you do. Your daddy was,
but they didn't even.
You ain't doing it. So you got to do it. You take over this jet.
But they didn't even know. They didn't even know. They didn't even know. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Oliver is a mixed kid from like he don't know about no root, no planet. He don't know about. He just like I'm a hero.
But he's not a hero. But he's not.
Fam, he's not a child.
He's not.
You're a vigilante.
He's a vigilante.
Man, y'all just back in this nigga. Y'all back in this nigga's hard headed. That's crazy. Like,
you know what? That is true parent shit.
That's true fact. This nigga ain't listening. I mean, like I said, as a parent, I watched the same too. Like, bro, it's out of control. But I also, like I said, and I say the same question I was gonna ask is like, bro, you can't tell me that you would really have better control of your child if you got superpowers, bro. This nigga just think like, nigga, my child will be in order, like,
because we see. My thing is, we've seen the kid trope, kid superhero, superpowered, overpowered, everything like that. They was not acting like Oliver. That was the extreme.
This validates Nolan whooping his ass. When he whooped Mark's ass in that first season, when he put him through the train, this validates it because what it did was you didn't know that you wasn't that strong. You didn't realize there's a nigga stronger than you all the fucking time. So I'm gonna show you because that's what's the problem. If Mark would have pulled that nigga aside and was like, "Hey, you know what, dog? Since you think it's sweet, let me show you that you could die out here."
That's what I was saying. Why the Motor Twin?
And that's
why the Motor Twin situation basically had his mindset go the way that I thought it would have went, because the first situation where you would have thought, okay, here's somebody where you could prove that, oh, they're stronger than you.
But the Motors ain't stronger than him.
But again, to the point, he wouldn't have known that.
No, he should have fought the Beast nigga. That would have put him in play.
But I guess I don't think you understand what I'm saying though. Like the point is, to your point, like Mark sat down after realizing, oh, somebody's stronger than me. I need to be smarter about this. When Oliver had the first chance to maybe, quote unquote, face somebody who was stronger than him, he ran through both of them. So he's like, maybe I am stronger than everybody.
I mean, that's and it didn't expect it.
What you're saying is from a standpoint of an outsider, right? Mm-hmm. I'm saying like Mark should have figured that after that.
Oh yeah,
like
Mark,
look,
that's what I'm saying.
You only did this because they were strong and you thought you had to. Where let me show you. They like we know they're not as strong. You know, they were smarter than they were strong. No, that's my whole point. Oh no, because Mark never went
solely on Oliver. That's what I'm saying.
It is Oliver. No, it is. Listen, it is Oliver. But the catch is the only saving point would have been if Mark would have stepped in and been a real big brother.
Yeah,
because it's
like the only thing
Oliver took me out. I would have given it a 5 if it wasn't for Oliver. Like I hated the character Oliver. I hated every
somebody that got superpowers. Like the mom can only do what she can do, but at the same time, with Invincible, it's different because that's your real mama.
Yeah.
So you gonna listen because this is built in.
Yeah.
With Oliver, you know this your adopted mama. You know, this
and you don't value her life. He pretty much said it. But
he
don't care about her life.
That's
like
what I'm
that.
saying. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I mean, I can get like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you gonna hate him, or in a sense, you hate him because he's not from here, and I'm like, nigga, to me, I'm a nigga from another planet. I'm way superior than all you niggas. Like,
I ain't not though. That's the problem because Conquest proved that point.
Right, and as I said,
so many other strong.
I would assume we'll get to the next season where he gets to understand that. But so my thing would be, even what y'all saying, it would be because what they haven't did, like Mark was training this nigga, having him fighting low niggas.
Right,
and that was the mistake. So because what I would expect was these niggas was gonna fight each other.
Well, that's what.
And he was gonna just beat his brakes in like, cuz you ain't until you can beat me.
You can't.
You say you can't do nothing.
To be fair, Mark did say that's what Nolan did to him. Like had him train. Remember, bros even said like, y'all doing this again. Y'all can't be using. He got all mad about it. But what we don't know and what we just didn't see is we don't know if Nolan was telling him stuff outside of it. Mark was just having him train it and then trying to like, no, you shouldn't go that far. We don't know if Nolan was going the extra step beyond that.
No, he was. Remember, he would tell him, look, this, we're superior than them. But that's our job. Our job is to protect them type shit. You know what I mean?
Because he ain't go that far. He was just, you shouldn't do that. That's wrong.
But I also think that's the thing, too. We also got to remember, you dumped this nigga off on Mark.
Yeah.
And Mark only 18.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
And one happens, I'm like, this nigga just not getting coochie. Just not getting coochie. You know what I'm saying?
and every time he trying to get coochie, they hate on him.
You know, there's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to be like, I hate this character when it's so much chaos.
It always stems back to the parent. Nolan is a dirtbag.
Oh yeah, no, it's trash.
Like,
if we're going to anybody for this,
super trash.
You gave this weird boy to your son to raise in 6 months, and he's already a 12-year-old. So
Right.
you got to think of it that sense, like, and it will be rectified. Like he will.
Like I said, that's what I said. Like I knew, like that's what I said for me watching it. The whole season to me was chaos. Like I said, that's why I said I gave it 4.5 because it was really, even if you think it was slow, I feel like the slow moments
was slow at all.
I feel like the slow moments were still just like, oh, there's a lot of shit still really going on. Like I think the only thing, if I had to say that I didn't care for, was them getting a job. Like them trying to get a job.
No,
was
like,
because I get why.
So here's why.
Oh, you know about the
Invincible.
Yeah, like,
but here's why I was okay with it because they didn't drag it on. So to Kane's point, what I just feel like they was dragging on this hard-headed kid trope way too long. It shouldn't have lasted this whole season for Oliver to like. I shouldn't have to wait till next season for Oliver to fucking get it. And that's why I don't like him as a character. They did the thing way too fucking long of him not listening, not valuing life and everything. And I'm like, bro, get this nigga out of here, bro.
The whole super gay couple should have been it. Once that storyline was, he interrupted that, bro. It should have been okay. You're a hard-headed little nigga. We finna do something.
Yeah, it just went
put you away.
It just went too fucking long.
Get involved. But he just every time had to interject and intervene.
But it was also like I said, it was. I think that's what everybody forget about so much buildup of this season. Like they weren't fucking with the government. They were like, nigga, we don't like. So they all was really like in most cases. Even when Invincible, they was still getting trained by Nolan and the government and all that. Like they didn't want no parts, none of that. So these were just a human, a nigga with powers, and a little baby with powers in the house, just trying to figure shit out. Like he wasn't working for the government to do work. They was just figuring. So it's like the whole episode, the whole season to me was just chaos because it's like, bro, y'all. And even when dude would pop in, the government nigga Cecil, he's like, y'all still don't want to get no motherfucking help, huh? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think Cecil, I was at episode 3 when he went in and had Cecil up by his neck. Like, hey, don't ever come. Cecil after that was like, I'm gonna let y'all figure it out.
I'm gonna let y'all figure. He's like, your boy just killed 2 niggas. Right. Like, but you don't want my help. You don't want my. You got it. You got it. You know what I'm saying?
The one thing that was trash with in the last episode was the Rex's funeral.
Yeah, I didn't like Rex's funeral.
Like.
Yeah, that was
you talking about a character who is trash? I don't fuck with Robot. I don't like this nigga.
You don't like Robot?
The fact he took his name made me mad. And the ponytail.
And everybody looked around like, oh, what an honor. Like, no, nigga, he already stole his face once.
Yeah.
Tried to take his life. Now he's taking his name. Everybody, oh, what an honor to Rex. Like, no, get dude out of here.
Yeah, I didn't.
I forgot he stole his face.
Yeah, like I didn't really care.
That was the problem, though.
The money. So I was like, that's an interesting choice. That's all I said. But I get why you had. I was like, I'm not defending him at all. I was like, that's interesting.
It really was such a after so much shit. I'm like,
that's what I was.
Like,
what made me really realize it because then also, her when she doing her part and Invincible just smile. I'm like, no, y'all did Rex dirty because Rex in first season was a dirtbag.
It was dirtbag.
He was a dirtbag.
But we saw the growth of Rex. And I was just like, this how y'all sitting my nigga away? Like,
so his growth didn't bring me on. I was like, I see the growth, but I still wasn't on Rex's side.
You wasn't never on Rex's side?
I think Rex had nothing else to live for.
Yeah.
He was no longer useful. Even like when he would fight, he would be the one more excited about the shit he did than what he would actually be doing. Like,
the actual depth of him, I was like, that was a perfect way to finish the character.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about just in universe, like,
y'all
allowed this robot nigga to say this, y'all all.
because like I don't know, his redemption wasn't big enough for me to root for him. I was like, all right, whatever. I'm not mad against you no more. But yeah, I wasn't here for.
I never was against him.
I was.
It was relationship drama.
Well, it was relationship drama, but he was also he just always seemed jerk. He seemed like a hating ass nigga.
But I feel you would hate on that vessel. Hate on the group.
Yeah. So I didn't have like story. Like, I didn't hate him like I hate Oliver. It was just more like whatever. Bro.
I didn't really hate him though.
I fuck with Jason Mantzoukas because he's funny.
Oh no, he is good.
So this is strictly the character. Yeah.
I didn't never really hate it. Like I hated Rex. I get it from his dating and all this shit. Like he was just like an asshole. But I feel like he was to me. As in a sense, like the leader of them, I like he still fuck with them. He was like, I'm an asshole to y'all, but I got y'all back. Like y'all really rely, like I feel like he was the dickhead of like guard, like of what's the name?
Nah,
from Guardians of the Galaxy.
You was a little bit more aggressive than him.
Y'all
super. So the thing is, if y'all wasn't super,
season 1 he was really.
Then I would be like, all right, it ain't that bad. Nigga, you can't be smashing all the women in the group. All the
women they letting them. No, that's his thing. They letting them. He ain't pushing himself on nobody.
Listen.
He ain't pushed himself on nobody.
Captain America. I hated Captain America. I still hate Captain America. But I
Wait, you hate Captain America?
I hate Captain America.
Why?
We gonna go into this?
Oh no, we don't got time. We ain't got time.
The catch to it is with Rex, bro. You can't be the leader of this group and causing that type of internal beef.
That's why he was a shitty person.
That's why I said I didn't like him because you can't be this vocal and cause this much turmoil, and your powers ain't shit but a little Gambit explosion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be Nolan to be fucking everybody. Because if they're going to all you nigga, you got to be able to be like, I'll kill all you.
To be fair, there were only 2 women in that group when they were team. What are they
No,
called?
it was
Team
still
team?
3?
Yeah, team.
No, because at the
Oh, yeah, you're right. When it was
team
team.
and Duplicate just sucked. Like she could have not came back. Her and Immortal, they could have just not came back.
I was really mad about that to come
I
back.
like Duplicate.
I enjoyed how they brought her back, like how they had to bring her back.
I'm not here for their romance.
Yeah, I didn't care about that.
Honestly, that is the weirdest shit.
I feel like that was thrown
When they both were gone out, like knowing they were alive was fine. I was like, all right, cool. That was interesting. Could have never had to come back. Especially to just quit again at the end of the season.
I like her brother. I didn't like her brother.
The only thing I don't like, because like Immortal, for you to be as strong and have all the shit you got, you die a lot.
Strong.
Well, Immortal.
You know what I mean? Like,
so the reason why, I don't got no beef with Immortal. I actually feel sorry for Immortal.
No, he useless.
No, he's strong.
So here's why I feel sorry for him, because he is supposed to be the strongest nigga, and then he was always second to Nolan, right? Hold on. Let me get it out.
No, he is strong. He's strong.
Yeah, he's super strong.
Yeah.
And then he was second to Nolan, and then when Mark came into fruition, now he's second to Mark and everything like that. And then when you see in the future, he's like, bro, like I feel like he's the nigga that want to do good, but he just keep on fucking up because he like the lesson that we said that Nolan told Mark and Oliver, like, bro, there's always somebody stronger than you. I feel like the always stronger than you always comes straight to Immortal, and Immortal always have to deal with it. So he's in a constant state of knowing, bro, there's so many niggas stronger than me.
I mean, I also think too, because of that, he is that. He is the next guy.
Yeah.
So if I'm coming to your planet, to take over your planet, you got to go first.
I mean,
if I take you out now, I got to these niggas.
I think Immortal just get his ass beat so much that I was like, bro, I think his powers is he could fly.
But look who we fighting.
I get you.
Look who we fighting.
I get you. But he get his ass beat so much. By the season 3, I was like, I don't think he got the actual powers.
Bro.
I think he can fly.
He
can just stay alive.
Bro. I had to try to remember, like, who the fuck did he beat? like, I know, like, the Guardians come in, like, but like, who did he whoop? Like, dog.
But he's always fighting OP super person.
It makes sense now. Now I actually have to think about it more. But like I said, during the last fight in the season, I was like, bro, I don't think he got powers.
I don't think, bro.
You know what? It's technically like, look at it this way. It's kind of like Frieza. Like Frieza lost to Broly, lost to Vegeta, lost to
he lost to everybody.
Like he lost to everybody. But he beat a lot of niggas. But you just keep on running into the strongest niggas.
He only beat humans.
Yeah, like it's like he more like this.
You keep running to the strongest niggas every time you fight.
You hear the stories about how
Frieza
be beating people.
We hear the stories about him.
You know what? Wait. Have you heard a story about him beating people or just destroying shit that people was on?
And like the funniest thing,
I've never heard of a story hand to hand where Frieza won.
You know he.
No, he didn't. He didn't beat him.
That nigga said he.
They got hand to hand.
Yeah, he didn't fight like he fought Goku. We saw him hand to hand with Goku, but
And then Frieza was like, you know what?
Because you getting too close, nigga. It's like you getting too close.
It's scaring me.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If you get past that, now we got a real problem. But I'm gonna get you out of here real quick. But
Frieza might not be in the gym training hands.
well, he wasn't.
but I mean, like
remember until he lost to
Goku.
Goku. Until he lost to Goku, then he was like, I ain't never trained, but fuck it, I'm gonna train now.
But it's crazy because I mean, like I said, when you think about Immortals, like he's probably the strongest Earth-based superhero. Because I feel like, I mean, but you also got powers because you can fly. But because the moment an alien came to the Earth, you drop second. You drop rankings. And that means always, like, even when you think about the future Immortal, he was so sad that he left him there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, I can't beat you, so you like, I need you to run this.
Yeah.
I need you to run this. He's like, but you didn't make me
me
run this.
He said, I've been waiting for you. I need you to do this.
Like, you've been making me run this for so long. Like, you just left me. Like, you don't care about, like, bro, just like he was done. Like,
and even when he wanted to get back against fucking Nolan, he came in there with all heart to get that get back, and he just couldn't do it.
he lost it immediately. So can you imagine if a nigga like Mark or Nolan leave you to run a country and you just at home just like, I want to tell this nigga about himself so bad. I don't want to do this no more. Yeah.
All you is second in command.
Stronger. What is Immortal? Like, you said he got super strength now, so I know he got at least the power. Why he can't?
He might hit a ceiling.
Damn.
I mean, I think he had to. I think
they had nothing else on Earth heavy enough. So he has to, and then you got probably Nolan been to other planets.
I don't think.
that's what I'm saying. Like, he's the strongest Earth. Like, Immortal was the strongest nigga on Earth to Nolan popped up. And he like, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Man, like you gotta think, even when you finally fight this nigga, you like, well, I've been waiting for this, and you realize, like, dog, I am not gonna win. I am not gonna win. Like,
what's worse is I'm not gonna win, and I might not die. If he don't want me to die,
if they don't separate my head,
I'm here for this.
Like, I gotta take, man. That's what's even worse, because like, even if you calling me to like, they know like you can't die, so you just need you to fight.
You lost twice. That's the thing. You for sure know. You lost. You got back healthy. You came back with the advantage, and you lost again.
That's why I accepted him leaving. But that's why I said I agree with you, Diz. Like, why the fuck you come back? Because you ain't beat nobody ass. So why you come back? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get leaving because he like, bro, I didn't fall. I don't want nothing to do with this no more.
The quitting at the end of the season, it made sense. But I'm like, you didn't need to show up to just quit again.
Well, he came back. Remember, Mark technically retired. Remember, at that point,
he just told Cecil, I ain't working with you.
Well, yeah. So that's the thing. So that's the thing.
So retirement.
Well, but Immortal's like, all right. Well, if you out the picture, all right.
I'm number one again.
I'm back top now.
You know Mark's still on the planet.
But we ain't got to cross paths. You know what I'm saying? We got to cross.
Like, he was bowling. He was like, nah, man, this other hero. So he's like, all right, cool. We got a little.
Like, even imagining, like I said, this. I think the greatest way the season ended was them showing up and both of them just being out. Because you got to look at this now, like, cuz we got to fight these. Like,
I can't
these are two strongest niggas. They beat the Viltrumite by themselves. Like,
I can't do this.
So are these the two strongest niggas now? Like,
fuck it, I want a baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Give me a baby.
Like,
Talk about Onslaught and how he was dropping bars though.
Onslaught.
Like,
I forgot about that whole scene. Like, Onslaught and the whatchamacallit was cold. I fuck with that.
Dog, when he said, I don't even got a name, I am haunted by my own success.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, he was going crazy. And like I said, I know you said you didn't see it. They had the video of Jeffrey D. Morgan and was doing it all in the booth.
Yeah.
He was in the most casual.
Oh, you mean Conquest?
Yeah, he said Onslaught.
I was wondering, bro, I'm sitting here thinking,
I know you're talking about.
Nobody, I'm mad.
No,
nobody corrected
bro, I literally was going. I'm like, Onslaught. Who the fuck is Onslaught? Bro, I was going through the Rolodex.
You're right.
I'm like, who the fuck? I'm like,
I know what you're talking about. I just let the shit just fine. You know what I'm saying?
But no, they had Jeffrey D. Morgan and Conquest. No, he was in. Like I said, this nigga was in like just the most casual outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just obviously because it's just voice acting. But you could like the way he's doing his head moving with it and everything. It's so good.
Yo,
like
Jeffrey
that
Morgan's amazing.
That monologue, Conquest monologue was heinous, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It made me want to do that to somebody.
Like
to beat them down that bad and to lean in and be like, I'm so lonely. Everybody
Like-
scared of me.
like-
They just sent me to do this. Like,
Like-
bro, that to me is a villain, right?
That- oh, yeah.
I'm a
That's
love
villain
villain.
art. That's a villain art.
That
100%.
is that's a breaking a nigga. That you can tell
Yeah.
it broke Mark.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah,
Because
bro, Mark.
It went from I had hope to bro, this nigga he just killed my bitch.
Mm.
And then telling me how lonely he is.
He lonely, bro, because
Right.
he said, "Oh, because I'm successful, they hate me more."
Yeah, bro.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's just such a crazy conversation. Like, can you just imagine getting your ass beat, a nigga just getting your ear talking about his life? Like,
Bro, no.
I get up every day and I just eat.
Regardless,
You know what I'm saying?
he killed his woman
Yo, yeah.
seconds ago.
Took
And
her
it
jaw
broke
off.
his leg.
Her jaw
The
was
nigga's
like, yeah.
leg is popping out of his thigh.
Yeah.
And you gonna act like this is cool?
Just
Nigga,
happened.
I'm dying slow.
When he hit the nigga with the blood heart, like made
The blood heart.
It's
Like they could have just gave him his,
But it was
but he
early
was,
though. It was still early.
Yeah.
He didn't know.
but he knew like, oh, you about to take me through it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He didn't catch the clues. He should have caught the clues.
The blood heart should have been your.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
yeah,
You playing too much.
I
yeah.
want to know what his actual like. The nigga said, I don't even get a name. Like, what is his like?
Conquest.
You think
It's
he's,
Conquest.
like,
They
from
But I
day
mean,
one,
they
have a
said
real
they,
name.
you gotta say they say he been
Like,
weird.
Nolan got Nolan, right? No, nigga, your role. Conquest is his role,
yeah,
but that's his name.
but like obviously remember how Nolan talks about like they got to train before they get sent out the planets. That means from day one they was like, no, fam,
You was the problem already.
Yeah.
You was the problem already.
That
Like
nigga
you
was
was
in
beating
the-
Viltrumites as
that
kids.
nigga was in That nigga was in the infirmary, bro. He's whooping.
You said what?
It is both who he is and what he
Mhm.
does.
But what he does, like, bro, that's like I'm saying, like Conquest. It's gonna be. I know it's other enemies that's gonna come, but that's a hard top.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
All right, so-
like
I think the fucked up part is to know that I think he's one of the strongest, the only other strongest. I feel like as Viltrumites, I think is
Adam?
no,
Not Adam. What's up?
yeah,
It's Adam, right?
Man, what's his
the
name?
Emperor.
Yeah,
But I mean, like I said, even in that story where they like we discovered that there's only like 50 of them now. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
less than 50.
less than 50. So it's like even that, like it's crazy to me because like that to me, that's the story that's like I said, that's Nolan and what's his name and Orange Dude story.
Yeah.
Like nigga, we try to stop this.
Which you
whole
would think,
thing,
you
you know what
would
I'm
think that they would encourage Nolan to be making babies and have Viltrumites. If y'all that low,
but they wanted pure breed.
I know they want to peer, but it's still like y'all that low.
This is the Aryan race.
But it's even crazy because I feel like I would have called.
They mustache just scream racism.
all day.
The Viltrumite mustache just scream racism.
Like I feel like if we were short in that race, I'd have called everybody back. Like
That could have been part of his. That could have been part of his lie originally. I thought his point was we go to the planet, we raise some like we you raise a kid because remember I thought that was the whole point why he had.
No, he
So
wasn't.
he wasn't-
They,
that
they,
part
they,
was-
he
that
was.
was
yeah,
underlying.
like
He
he
was a-
already fucked about having the kid.
he
in the pet.
fucked-
He
he
sentenced to death for procreating.
for having Mark,
outside.
and then they was like,
I thought it was-
cause remember they was like, nigga, you did it again. They was,
Yeah.
they was like, nigga, you did
That's
it
right.
again.
We out here.
No, that's what Conquest was saying. Like,
Yeah.
I specifically want to break you in half. Like, I have to
Yeah,
kill y'all.
Yeah.
but here's the thing. To your point, they are putting on a front. Because remember, the world still think. Well, the people who know about the Viltrumites, they think that they're deep. If you call everyone back, that's going to cause the red flags. Like, wait, why are they calling everybody back?
Yeah.
I mean, you never know,
See,
but I
they
mean,
got- they got to put
y'all
that
go
front.
back, fuck a couple of women real quick, and go back to y'all gotta do like just
No,
pregnant
they
the world.
got- They got to put up the front and still say, y'all still go out and conquer. We'll figure it out. That's the front they got to keep up.
I mean, no, that in that reality, because like
Yeah.
I said, everybody who's on the planet don't know
Yeah.
that back home is in shambles. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But that's what I think. That's like that story alone, like still has to even really get like really blown
that's
out.
the thing too. So it's Thrag. That's what it is. General Thrag.
Yeah.
Emperor
Oh,
Thrag.
yeah.
Yeah.
So in the comic, I don't know if y'all know it. So eventually they realize it, and then they got to deal with it.
Yeah.
But Nolan ends up becoming like a beneficiary of his idea of having kids.
Okay.
So,
And maybe that's what I was thinking.
but that's what I said in the comic. It's so much that happens in the comic that they could have like elevated the story with Nolan because it's a big part of it. You know
So
what I'm
what's
saying?
interesting about that, and it actually goes to what that scene with the demon detective.
Yeah.
They said that, or he came out and specifically said it. I don't know, Robert Kirkman, that's his name, right?
Yeah.
He said he's using this as basically a second draft of Invincible. Like he's using the show, so like that's why certain things are changed. That's why
okay.
things are condensed, like things like that. And like that's why he's bringing in that storyline, because I guess that didn't happen in the comics. I don't know if it didn't happen specifically. Obviously,
What the detective dude?
Like do that post credit scene.
Yeah, I didn't know who the fuck that nigga was. I forgot.
He was in
the first season. Yeah.
Remember when they exercised him? He was the detective in the first
season. It just threw me for a loop when it happened. Yeah.
He got sent back to hell, I think, like
I think I do.
Like, it was
because he was investigating Nolan to see if he was hurt.
Yeah. And so I guess during the original run, he wanted to do that storyline, for whatever reason, didn't do it. And so because he's using the series as basically, like I said, a second draft, he's picking up stuff that he wanted to do, and he thinks that'll work better this time, and throwing it into the series. So like, I really like that because now
it isn't two different. They really are two different stories.
So Bold asked the question in regards to that.
No, actually was kind of shicey. Like Mark, he tried. Like I see he tried to get him out into space, but you definitely could have just took him to a desert. When he started to fight in the
I feel like in general when the fight started, it's like, bro, why will you not just take this nigga somewhere like
away from people?
Like, because the moment that nigga that's when they first did that punch and wipe, I'm like, you saw people flying? I'm like, bro, y'all wiped the half the town out already. Like,
so I don't know if Conquest would have let him.
No,
he would have to chase him down.
When he took him to space, he took his ass right back.
So ran into people again, bro. Dude. You know what? One of the things that I talk about all the time is just across any platform, right? That the most disrespectful thing is when the villain grabs somebody and just like that's the wall. Like,
Mark tried to do it too.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like we saw Broly with the freezer. Like anytime somebody get their face drugged by I'm like, that's the most disrespectful thing.
Ultimate disrespect.
This right here got to be a next level of it, bro. Because this is the second time that Mark's body's been used to kill people.
In my opinion, this was a worse act than the subway. Chicago was busy, and it was crazy. The subway was wild, and through the buildings was wild. That nigga put him through people, bro.
On the beach.
He was literally like, it felt like he was searching out, like, all right, let me run through the most people.
This one, like, it was hard for me to determine which one was the worst when I saw it, because it was like, he was really, like you said, like this one, he was just taking this thing. Like, I'm going to show you by just holding you. I'm just going to use you. And I fly through niggas and just tear niggas up. Where I feel like Nolan just stood like, nigga, you think you gonna stop this train? You think we gonna stop this train? We're not gonna stop this train.
Because remember, the whole purpose of that was you think they're important. But look how fragile they are.
So here's what
put them through people. Remember, he put them through the subway.
Yeah.
And he saw people.
Right, yeah.
Shit, they could have lived.
But some people also hit him too.
Some people also hit
so
him.
Here's why I think this is why I got Chicago. And it's not due to the fight, it's strictly due to the people. The people on the beach, they were just having fun and frolicking. Bad situation. But when people are on a train, nobody's happy to be on a fucking train. So you already went from having a bad day on the train to having even a worse day. Man, nobody is. And then it ain't commute.
Making videos.
Somebody might have got promoted. Hey,
it's that commute in Chicago.
It's Chicago, not New York. So niggas probably could have been down there from out of town.
No, that commute was Chicago.
I mean, and everybody didn't die. Everybody didn't die with Conquest either, because he did take it. I was mad they showed the little boy get his arm take off. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I didn't need to see that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I did not need to see that. So like, everybody didn't die throughout his tear.
But no, they died.
The little boy didn't dead.
Bro, you listen.
You think that little boy survived, bro? There's no way you think that little boy survived. I get your hope on this, bro. But
if your head's still on, you should be nigga. You got 6 pints of blood in you.
That was too much, man.
You dead, bro.
Because it wasn't also only just like a little cut off. That shit
exploded off. Like, you got internal bleeding.
But no, did y'all see that? Mark tried. I don't know if he grabbed him, but he was trying to force him through, and Conquest stopped it. And it's like, why you don't learn how to stop when somebody trying to push you?
He doesn't be on the softest shit when somebody got him like that.
Did y'all see the timeline debate about the Viltrumites and Saiyans?
Nah.
Who do y'all think would win in a fight? Viltrumites versus Saiyans.
I think I got Saiyans because they have more power.
I mean, yeah, they shooting beams and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
If you saying all
class alone changes everything.
And there's more of them.
Saiyans?
I'm assuming we talk about at the height of the.
Like Saiyan Planet.
No, they was using specifically using.
Like 6 of them.
They're using the now ones versus now Saiyans versus Viltrumites that we seen.
I also think the Viltrumites aren't as durable as Saiyans. Like, Saiyans take a lot more damage.
I got Saiyans for sure. I got Saiyans for sure, but I also feel like that Viltrumites are dirtier. They are.
So I feel like
they are.
Yeah. So I feel
that's
like
where they would have a slight advantage on that.
I
But
also think like if you talking Earth Saiyans, them niggas know like martial arts. So that's a different, fighting.
So I agree with Bold with the Saiyans is not even showing because I get it. Viltrumites are dirty. However, Goku and them, we seen them fight against dirty people. They know how to handle that shit.
Nigga, they fought against Frieza.
Mm-hmm.
That's the dirtiest nigga in the world.
They can multiply their power like that. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like if we saw Viltrumite going to a next level, then I might, you know what I'm saying? But if you just going up their base, like that's their base strength.
Their rage is their next level.
Right, I guess.
You know what I mean? How Mark can get his ass beat, and then when he snaps, he just loses.
But
then,
I feel like that's not even losing. It's really just like I'm not holding no more strength no more.
Their rage versus even without the key blast, if you go Berserker Saiyan
in the planet.
Like I mean,
Berserker Saiyan.
I think also the craziest thing is that you really can't like why you. I mean, I say Saiyans all together, but I couldn't even imagine like Goku really punching a human being. You know what I'm saying? Because that was like, that would be really like, I mean, like Invincible, all them niggas, take heads off. Like if I'm finna punch you for real as a Viltrumite, I'm killing you. I'm literally about to kill you. But Goku ain't punched no human being. Like they done fought all their own people. Like you know what I'm saying, and take a punch. So it's like, and that's also like the anime is safer. Like Dragon Ball's a little bit safer. Yeah. But like if you'd have told me, like if you'd have showed me. Like Goku, somebody punched the nigga jaw loose for real. Like a nigga just like.
I think that's why he don't offer Krillin to spar no more.
Like I think I would have to see. Cause even, and I'm not saying is even still they still gonna watch them because of the powers in general, but they don't take it there. I get what you're saying. They don't take it there. So even on a bad guy, like you know what I'm saying? Like
I feel like a few Saiyans may die real quick because like they ain't gonna take it serious. They gonna want to.
You saying it now? It's over. None of them are going to die. That means you're talking.
They gonna want to. No. Here's the thing. No. I'm not saying off of pure fighting. I feel like what's going to end up happening, one Saiyan is not going to take it serious and going to get his jaw ripped off, and then because they be trying to spar, they be more so like let's have some fun.
Like I'm gonna get you before you go. Saiyan, like somebody gonna get caught before Saiyan.
No, you're talking about the ones that means you're talking about Broly, Vegeta, Goku, Gohan,
Trunks. Be like Trunks.
Trunks
gonna get washed.
That's probably the 7 you got.
But Viltrumite might kill kids, so they might fuck around kill Pan. They'll kill Pan. They'll kill Bula.
But then it's over.
I know. I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. There's going to be a casualty. Us saying is going to die, and then shit changes.
He might not die. He might just get fucked up real good.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's when they'll be like,
but wait a minute. Well, no. Here's the thing. Saiyans aren't opposed to dying because we see niggas they just get respect. They'll have to go.
But I'm saying because the kids Saiyans, the minute they get close to them, I don't see Goku and Vegeta allowing anything of that.
I mean, I agree with that.
They
catch him slipping because they might be like, they catch him slipping because remember they'll also allow a kid to have a one-on-one. They'll be very kind.
Go ahead
and fight.
And I do take it back because it's not like Dragon Ball it ain't as aggressive as Invincible, but a nigga got punched through before. Like niggas got holes put through them. You know what I'm saying?
So, like I said, one Saiyan will get down. I'm not saying it'll be permanently dead. They'll wish him back with the Dragon Balls, of course. But one Saiyan is going to fall before shit gets serious.
I don't even know if I see that. Like,
I think the problem of it is it just because of the sake of fighting an argument, it would have to be like Piccolo. Somebody would have to die.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Piccolo would definitely show up to the fight.
It's easier to say.
They run up Master Roshi and they like, where they at?
Like
you don't have to kill me.
Crap.
I can see that. Like I said, for me, like they kill Yamcha, he not coming back. Like they not looking for Dragon Balls no more. Like not for Yamcha. Like
they still ride for Yamcha.
Bro, Yamcha gonna get revived.
Yamcha, if you in the inner circle, you are forever good.
Right now,
Yamcha got
they
removed
rap
from the inner circle.
No, he's still at the boat parties. He's just not in the fight.
If Yamcha died,
he's just not at the fight.
If Yamcha died, that nigga
was he
get.
at the boat party in Diamond at the beginning? I don't think Yamcha was there.
I don't think he was there.
No,
If Yamcha,
at least they acknowledge Gohan.
if Yamcha died, bro.
Gohan was studying. I don't think Yamcha gotta even acknowledge
Because he's a driver.
If Yamcha was to die one more time, bro, they put that nigga on the waiting list
No,
for another nigga's death. Like Krillin gotta die. Krillin gotta die again. They gonna get the balls and be like, hey, don't forget Yamcha. Don't forget Yamcha. Like,
wish you back with somebody else.
yeah, somebody else gotta die first, man. We don't need you right now. Like, what's bringing you back does nothing. Like, no.
That's tragic.
Like, no, yes, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like because if you really want to Viltrumite versus Saiyans, it has to, like, in the way it would be set up have to be somebody that's not a Saiyan getting killed. For them to even be like, oh nigga, y'all killing our people. Like, now we on your ass. Cause I do agree, it'd be hard. I think the killer instinct of all the Saiyans wouldn't allow themselves to get killed.
Yeah, Yamcha got turned to a kid and he was there.
Did he get turned to a kid and die?
Bro, I feel like I ain't never seen the image of that nigga as a
I don't
kid.
remember seeing.
He was at the party. He was like I said, he be there for the boat parties.
As a kid?
Yeah, he be there for the boat parties, but that's it. Like I say, he don't
Where
get
they
in the
got
fight.
When he get turned, fam, y'all got
When they
turned.
turned to everybody.
They turned. I thought they all got turned on the kids on that planet. Like,
No, it was at, I think
It was on a birthday party.
Was it Bulma's birthday?
Yeah, they was at the party.
It was somebody's birthday party.
Because remember they was at the party and then
It was Trump's birthday party.
yeah, because remember they when they came down, they was at the they was at Corrin's Tower, and then they was like, and then everybody was like, "What? It's dark." They was like, "Who got the Dragon Balls?" And they was like, "Yeah." So yeah.
oh yeah,
Remember,
okay.
They didn't turn any of the workers.
Yeah.
They just turned.
It was
They wasn't.
Family.
I don't know why I was thinking. I
anybody
thought.
who was involved in the death.
Whoever was a sea fighter.
No, listen, he said involved in the death of Majin Buu. Y'all shouldn't show up in the damn.
They just saw him there. He was there though. That's what I'm saying.
They were watching.
They was watching videos.
So y'all showed up to die.
So that's what I'm saying.
Like, I'd be mad if you turn to a kid.
No
Like,
matter what, they gonna do. Hey, no matter what, they gonna look out for Yamcha because he's part of the squad.
nigga said you a big. Because now I'm actually coming to Goku like I can fight with y'all because niggas think I'm a threat to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He tried that and turned the car.
He did. That nigga was everywhere.
We actually got a team already.
Yeah, he was. That nigga, Yamcha was. He was in the background on every single Goku was recruiting. Like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I got it, man. I feel like I can fight. Goku was like, all right, man. Like, yeah, y'all see, go on. Like that nigga.
Like, they allowed Frieza to fight instead of going. Boo fell asleep.
Boo fell asleep.
When Boo fell asleep, it wasn't like they were already there and Frieza was just happening.
And Yamcha probably thought he was like, oh, it's my time.
He was like,
And Goku was like, ooh, you know what? We can resurrect Frieza.
that's still always a crazy. I feel like that was like their way of telling you like Yamcha's not gonna be in this shit no more.
that's what I'm saying.
No, he's gonna be in. He's not gonna be fighting.
Yeah, he's just not. They don't even got a voice actor for that nigga no more. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he can recast it. But here's the thing, like I said, but they'll always give that baseball game. That's when we gotta bring in a Yamcha for the baseball game because that's when he shines.
Because Saiyans don't know sports. Yeah, like pretty much.
Let's get into recommendations, man. Shit, I don't even know if I got a recommendation this week.
Ooh, I'll jump in quickly then.
Yeah.
My recommendation is Hi-Fi Rush. I finally finished it yesterday. That is such a phenomenal game.
It's an old game, but I get it. What was that? 2000?
It was 2 years.
Huh?
It was 2 years. Because Hi-Fi Rush came out 2023, I believe.
Was it? I feel like it was way longer
But no,
than that.
Hi-Fi Rush, let's see, it came out 2023. It was January 2023, but 2023. Honestly, like I was saying at the end of my stream last night, that might have been the most fun I've had just strictly playing a game in a very long while because it's a rhythm-based game, but it's rhythm combat.
Okay.
So, like, everything in that game is to a beat. The punches are to a beat, the kicks are to a beat, jumping is to a beat, dodging is to a beat. Every single part of the game. And it was such a crazy way to do combat.
Okay.
And I love the little, like, meta jokes because, like, you're going up against this robot company. So, like, you pick up, like, little things, like memos to the staff and stuff, and everybody's outlandish in the game.
Okay.
So it's a super fun game. It's on all consoles, and I'm glad that because the Microsoft closed the company Tango Gameworks.
Yeah.
But then they got bought and reopened. I'm really glad about.
Oh
that.
yeah, I'm like, yeah, I hope they get. I mean, yeah, like, that was for to be like an original random game.
Yeah.
That was a really great concept.
Oh, you know what?
There's another game. There's actually another game that I think I got the demo of. I have to tell you what it is. It's another rhythm-based like shooter game they got out.
Let me go because I don't know.
Oh yeah, your battery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, my recommendation, I'm gonna go with The Electric State.
I saw that. I ain't watched it yet.
Yeah, watch it on Netflix. Really good. I'm actually gonna do a recap review on it. And also, yeah, I'm doing the movie reviews again on the King Media Group channel. So
Hey,
check that out, man.
Check that out.
Just did The Gorge, just dropped that the other day. So if you haven't checked that out, man, go check that out because it's that movie actually though. Rewatching it again,
The Gorge
was really fucking
okay.
The Gorge.
That's the I saw your review on that.
Trip.
Yeah, I just finished the main story on Dynasty Warriors Origins. And that
Oh,
was really,
yeah.
really dope. It's a lot of time invested into that, and then I got WWE 2K early last week, so I've been playing that too.
Oh yeah, I got it. I got it ready to lock. I was going to start my rise. So
I gotta buy mine.
Yeah, I gotta pick it up.
Mine's is actually going to be content. But it's big name content. But if you haven't watched the Kev on Stage Breakfast Club interview, watch it.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch
that. Was a really great interview. I ain't even going to hold you.
I gotta watch.
I'm not even going to hold you. That was a really great interview. This was the first time that I've ever seen a Breakfast Club interview, and the comments didn't have any negativity. Like I feel like all the people, like I know it's that joke that goes around where people are like, you think that Kev on Stage dude is funny, but I feel like everybody who knows Kev on Stage story, if you didn't know it and you watch this interview, you get an insight on who he is as a person, and it's been a whole lot of positivity within it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just somebody, it's the way that we move as Geekset, where we're like, we're not trying to tell people how to act. We're not trying to shake the room, right? Like we just being us. You know what I'm saying? And this is the content that we're giving y'all, and we just trying to elevate our people and put people on that we think is dope. And he's like, he in the comedic space that he's in, the amount of comedians that he named that like we see on a regular content basis that we like, man, Tony Baker should be bigger than he is, to hear Ty Davis and like all these other people that we watch that we know, he's putting their names on big platforms, seeing them like they're kind of like how we operate. Right. And so I just respect that. So I thought that was a really dope.
I think it goes back to with Kev on Stage situation is a lot of our people, the people who even come up with that question, I think is them trying to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're trying to be too cool.
Yeah.
You feel like because he does clean comedy or he does comedy that just doesn't take it to that level.
Right.
Where it's like, oh my God. Like, and he's still funny. You know what I mean? People feel like you have to be a certain way. Like they did it with music, they do it with acting. They make it seem like if you're not playing a stereotypical role, if you're not doing something that this person, that person did, then it ain't good or it ain't funny. When it's like, but y'all also hate the same shit over there. You want something new, but then you don't want to accept what's new if it don't fit a certain standard. And I think that there's not a majority of people, but like I'm with you, dudes, is that the question pisses me off. All you got to do is watch the content. Right? You don't have to ask the question. If he's funny to you, he's funny to you.
Right? If you ain't got sense of humor in that comedy, then that's just what it is.
That's what it is. Right.
I liking his style of comedy too. Like he's a dad rap of comedy.
You
know what I mean? Like Will Smith was a multi-platinum rapper, but not everybody fucked with him.
Yeah. So that was just a really, really dope interview. So yeah, that would be my recommendation.
I would say watch Daredevil.
Yeah.
I don't know if we talked about it. I mean, I don't know if it came out in the time of our podcast. I think it already came. Yeah. I think
we could have talked the first three
episodes.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm watching that. I'm on almost the end of season 3 of Daredevil.
Yeah.
Bro, my hatred for the privilege that they be
for Foggy and Karen.
Foggy and Karen, bro. So like this is the thing. Their relationship is so toxic.
Season 3 really puts it on blast.
I don't think since the first season, I don't think none of them really liked each other.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I believe there was always a relationship of convenience.
Situational.
And situational as fuck. Very transactional. But the thing about Foggy is like, without spoiling Born Again, that had to happen to him. It had to. Because you put your face and your name and too much stuff and messing with people that you can't do nothing to.
He has too much faith in his faith in the law.
Oh my God!
I mean that's all of them. I think that's really
the law, but you also willing to bend.
It is. So, I'm like, bro, at this point,
you trying to take down people for doing crimes, right? But then Karen to double back and do the same crime, and y'all will be like, "What we had to do it to prove our case."
I mean, Karen.
Hey, KP was crazy.
Karen was doing a fucking lot, bro. Yeah. And just come back and be like, I got this. And they just be like, Karen. Slap on the hair.
Be mad at Matt because he went out and was doing what he got to do.
Right.
But y'all all do the same.
Everybody do what they gotta
to me,
do.
truthfully, I feel like Foggy honestly was the most innocent one. Like he was really like they was bringing shit to him, but Foggy wasn't out here doing no. He wasn't out in niggas back alleys and trying to cut deals. Like
he was with the bikers.
Hey,
Nigga, you was like you was doing the shit, but you was doing it in a scary way. So like when it nothing that you did involved fighting, but you kept poking the people who wanted to fight. So that's what kept pissing me off.
I mean, yeah.
Even that whole thing, you went into their clubhouse just name dropping. That's the quickest way to get murdered.
I mean, yeah.
What's the DA office? Oh, name dropping. Oh yeah, but they just helped me, bro. You don't have no pool. And you
to be
Karen lost me when she took the reporter to Fist's mom house. That's when I was like, all right, you doing way too
like to be a non-profit law firm, like y'all niggas. Like
that was the thing about Karen.
Karen is getting paid in food.
No, not even necessarily food. In certain shit, you getting paid in grapes. Like that. No, nigga. Like
I feel
y'all
like
doing too much.
I feel like Foggy's faith in the law should have changed when Mrs. What's the name got when her apartment and she got killed in her apartment. The old lady.
Oh, the old lady.
Point, and this is old Daredevil, so it's not spoiling Born Again. But at that point, I'm like, Foggy should have changed at that point. He should like, bro, because you like every time I'm like, bro, you keep on believing in the law, and in this world they keep on showing you, bro, it's not like that. But yeah, bro, that last episode,
Daredevil Born Again.
Oh my god, that last scene.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear the theory that they were saying like Foggy might still actually be back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Like, but he as an undercover informant or something.
Well, in the comics it is. That's why.
Is it?
In the comics it happens. There's a whole storyline where he fakes his death and everything.
He didn't. To me, it wasn't in a vital spot.
And that's what I also believe. What I think about is that even though, because his heart went out,
body at the funeral,
but I also feel like at that moment he was like gone too.
They didn't show the funeral at all.
Like,
well, also you got to think. I mean, like I said, we already know that there's a Lazarus pit style, in this world. Like that's all. You know what I'm saying? Resurrection is a thing already established in this universe. So I mean, like I said, depending on how they do the storyline, they can definitely go that route and everything. OG recommendation, man. Make sure you go to the geeksetpodcast.com. Well, no, Geekset Pod, not the. Go to geeksetpodcast.com. Get you some merch, man. That you see.
Check out this merch. You see these niggas? They finally got some clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Finally got these niggas together.
They got together, man. Also, man, listen here. Everybody is putting. Everybody on the team is now doing more gaming content. So make sure you follow twitch.tv/Geekset. You can follow mine, Young_Deuces, Bacardi Sensei, Ditch _D. Or no underscore Ditch D.
Kingpin 23. No, 0414.
Yep, and then do you got one? Hollywood Trippy, man. Make sure y'all follow our Twitches, man. We putting out content. I got a couple of we got some heinous clips out there already.
I mean, we did. I think it's about due to put a schedule together.
We got on there.
Kingpin with 2 N's 0023.
Kingpin with 2 N's.
Yep.
0414 everywhere.
Yep. So make sure you follow everybody's Twitches, man. Get it's just extended conversation, actually some unhinged conversations and everything like that. Just having some, saying we doing more. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say any games because we generally just play whatever we get a chance to. Follow all social media at Geekset Podcast. You'll find everybody. But as always, this is the only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together, and we are out.
Peace.
The one thing that I absolutely love about the culture is that it's still embedded in Black culture.
White geeks still rock Dunks or Jordans, and they also talk about Batman versus Superman. Batman and versus Superman is literally Brown versus Jordan.
Dragon Ball Z, that my whole trajectory in life changed. Don't nobody talk to me, my shit is on.
We just finna experience it. It look like it's gonna be real deep.
Oh my God!
The elevation from where King Vader started to now is crazy.
Black geek culture helped me through some of the highs in my life, through some of the lows in my life. It's always been there, sort of like an undercurrent to everything that I did.
There was no term for it. It was just, this is what I'm doing.
I love us in it. I love the fact that we take things and we always make it better.